We are all set. So welcome to Immortals of Aveum. I had mentioned earlier that we got a review key for this game through Rainmaker. Rainmaker, which I think is also owned or at least affiliated with Lightstream. I see them both like mentioned kind of interchangeably. But anyway, really cool looking game. I don't know much about it. I think Irasi looked up and saw that this was made by old school Call of Duty developers that kind of formed their own somewhat independent studio. I say somewhat because it's published by EA. But still, looks like a cool game. We got a review key. Happy to check it out. And I would say probably, yeah, just normal difficulty. Am I an advanced player? I'm probably a balanced. I'm probably more average. I'm probably more of a normie than I want to admit that I am. And we learned about double jump. There's apparently double jump. Now we know. Now we know. This is on Game Pass. Good to know. Good to know. Iggle Wiggles liked it. I saw on Steam it had mixed reviews. But, I don't know, that kind of thing I can take with a grain of salt. There have been a lot of games I've really enjoyed that were mixed. And there have been some games I was not a big fan of that had mixed reviews. So, you know, that's really nice for a kind of one-off, what might end up being a one-off stream like this. Or maybe I'll love it, and maybe we'll play it. Maybe I'll do a full playthrough. We'll see. Talking about the wound in this world and the Magi. Not Magi, the Magni. Which is to say the plural of Magnus. I like those keywords. Remember these keywords. Yeah, I don't know anybody. I've not talked to anybody personally that has played this in the past. But when I saw the campaign for it on Rainmaker, I thought it looked badass. I thought it looked sick. So figured, you know what? That's enough for me to. I think I put my name in for a review key, not expecting to get one, and they came back and said, "Here you go." And I was like, "Are you sure? Are you confused?" It's not the first time that that Rainmaker in particular has given me a review key that I was not sure I deserved or you know was had the CCV for. That's how it was with Return to Moria. We got Return to Moria, a review key at least for that game months ago through Rainmaker, and same thing there. I was like, do they know? I don't really pull like giant numbers, and yet
as careful as
fucking
careful
making it rain.
That's not a word.
But they call Rainmaker because they make it rain. You see.
Declaring the Magni of their order now vanish.
Damn.
You think Sandrak really talks like that?
I'm concentrating.
Now I thought I turned on subtitles.
Bores his enemies to death.
I'm concentrating.
In fact, I know I turned on subtitles. That's a little annoying.
Line.
But I am not.
But I am not the men content to simply wonder.
I am. I'm wondering at every third word.
They're distracted. Go, go, go.
No one cares about us and Norman.
Pull it up.
Sandrak's coming our way.
Got it. Let's go.
Ladies, gentlemen, everyone please take your seats.
Hey, wait up. Luna!
Over here, Jack.
Is that MF Doom? Yes. Still alive. Been a couple years since he passed, right? Allegedly. Allegedly passed. And of course, really impressive production values. Just a first-person game. Mouse sensitivity is a little bit high. And also, yeah, what the heck? Cinematic subtitles went off? I could have sworn I turned them on. That's bizarre. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe I toggled them off by accident, but yeah, very bizarre. Anyway, they're on now. And then also controls. Yeah, maybe that was a goof on mine. Or maybe in that little yes/no dialogue, maybe I messed up and said no instead. Very possible it was user error. Very possible. Looking for controller. Here we go, sensitivity. I guess it's, well, not controller, but mouse sensitivity. Weird how they're both set to 1, but the bars have different values. So I'll just turn them both down to 7.5. How's that sound? Apply. Yes. Still a little bit high. Still a little bit high. Oops. Then yes. There we go. Also, Whale has the Bomber Friend Redemption. I got you, Broheim. I got you. Jesse, remember that song, that novelty song? I saw Tupac at McDonald's. Man, that shit was mildly popping off back when I was in college. Back in the good old days. Achievement completion. That's a nice thing too. If nothing else, if I feel like the game is way too easy, we could always crank it up to the next difficulty level if you wanted to like spice it up and get funky. Get funky chonky. Alright, so we do have a double jump already. I don't have any weapons. I'm like kind of fucking around with like various buttons to see. Yeah, health is full. So we don't have mana right now. Also, I'm going to do one thing as well. I'm going to take a look at the audio settings. I'm noticing that I do not hear any dialogue at all on my end. I think you guys probably do hear dialogue. Okay, what the fuck? I set this to yes. And then alright, maybe I need to hit apply here. Yes, apply changes. Okay, and then exit. And then check the settings. Okay, now it is actually set. Okay, there was something going on here with the setting that's very annoying. But beyond that, I'm also having the thing where on my audio end, I don't ever get dialogue. And it's not the game's fault necessarily, it is because I'm playing with surround sound speakers. And usually, there's something in-game to force it to stereo mode. But it looks like there is no such setting, so I think I have to change it on my computer's audio settings. Which is a slight inconvenience, but I think shouldn't be too... Well, I know it's not too hard because I've done it before, but just slightly annoying. Slightly annoying. So give me 1 sec. I need to remember where exactly in the settings that is. Because, yeah, I feel like I'm going to... It would very much be worth my while to be able to hear what they're saying. Playback. And let's see, which one is it going to be? Now, oddly enough... Wait, hold on. Let's check this fine. Is it this one? Yes, it's that one. Cool. I hope this doesn't fuck up my audio. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't fuck with this. Because for anybody that does stream, or if you've tinkered with this kind of thing before, fucking with your audio settings while live can be dangerous. Maybe it's best if I just don't fuck with it. And as long as the subtitles are on, that's all I care about. What I will do, though, is I think I'm going to turn on gameplay subtitles. Because gameplay subtitles, that's one of those things where, like, oh, it'll say, like, explosion in square brackets. Or I don't know, yeah, gunshots in like, square brackets. Like, I don't care about that, but I do care about, like, what people within the game are saying. Like, yeah, like in conversations like this, if these guys are saying something. Their lips are moving. Yeah, I'm raising the audio on my end. Yeah, I don't hear anything. So if they are saying something, yeah, we're not getting anything with the subtitles themselves, but that's okay. And just to make sure they actually stuck, they did actually stick this time. Cool. So no other bullshit. Okay. I do appreciate they give us a double jump right from the get-go. Also, it's kind of dark in this area already. I'm going to break the immersion a little bit. I know... Who was it? It was Justin that redeemed these sunglasses. I'm actually going to play without the sunglasses for a bit. Because it's kind of, like, hard to see with the sunglasses on. And also, this game's very pretty. So I'm going to play without sunglasses for a bit.
After you.
Ooh, that was weird. It locked them out. The mouse locked the mouse kind of awkwardly.
How much did we get?
We.
Gonna play without the sunglasses for a bit, just so that like I can like actually see where I'm going.
Did Caleb ever tell you his plans for this?
I might lower voice volume just a little bit. Probably lower sound effects too a little bit. I could see it getting kind of unwieldy.
Caper he's got in mind up in topside.
I think he just likes to say caper.
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 It's a fun word.
Feels sneaky. Also, you two stay out of topside.
I'm always the worst when it comes to instances like this. I'm always wanting to check out the side paths. I'm always wanting to like look around and kind of drink in the environments. Whereas what we're supposed to do is just like, you know, follow the person and just kind of have this be a like working tutorial where you're playing the game and following the person, and like, you know, to the player, to the character, this is all familiar to them, but to the player it's like, oh, this is all like very new and spectacular, so I want to drink in the sights and try to like get little tidbits from the world, you know, environmental storytelling and such.
No one's using the cargo lift. Come on. So I wasn't paying attention. What was the play about?
Kalthus surrendered to Sandrak, and then he burnt all their Magnite. Alive.
Well, that's not nice at all. What kind of message does that send? It's pretty rude if you ask me.
Message?
That dude's an asshole.
Sandrak's just an
It's that simple.
He had them beat. Why would he?
Just send a message. That's the whole thing we're talking about.
What, like surrender to Rasharn and we'll only slaughter a few of you?
Can't make omelets, Jack.
What's an omelet?
Never mind. Let's cut through
Yeah,
the
when
market.
there's an option to be vulgar, I will very much lean into the vulgarity if that's available to me.
The market seems kind of dead tonight.
There's talk of a bunch of airships coming into dock. Some hivers probably think they can make...
I wonder if I can lower the FOV. The field of view feels a little bit zoomed in. We might have a field of view slider though, an FOV. I don't see an FOV slider. Would it be under gameplay? Maybe? Dead zone, vibration. Oh, I'm a big dumbass. No wonder. This is all for gamepad stuff. I was like, man, I feel like the mouse sensitivity still feels too high. Let's do like 19. Boop. Mouth smoothing is off. I can't remember what mouth smoothing does. If that's like a thing you typically want or don't want. So yeah, display. Gamma, yeah. Would it be under... Oh, here we go. Kind of like raise it up a little bit.
Easy money unloading cargo.
Maybe that's what we should have done instead of stealing from
That feels a little bit better.
He was a
FOV being zoomed out too much can be a bit much, honestly.
It's a perfectly respectable mark.
That sounds made up.
You think they could see out of these things? I guess they have eye holes, but like, man, they don't look very ergonomically freeing. I don't know. Seems a little bit unwieldy. Oh, does it alarm anybody else that I have this like magic double jump? Maybe everyone has that, but like I hope that's not just giving it away, being like, oh yes, we have major game protagonist energy right out of the starting gate. He's the chosen one, don't you know? All right, so I don't think I can just jump ship and avoid the tutorial. Okay, no, I think we all have like cool little powers, or at least I guess it's like, yeah, it's technology, I guess. Wait, hold on. Can I ride this thing? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I'm not making this harder for you, am I? I'm helping, I think. Can I just be an asshole and just be a general menace to society? While they all just kind of stand around. Well, this guy walks around with a cattle prod. Just pacing back and forth anxiously. Oh, poor guy's bored. I guess that's a good thing there's not enough crime here to be, like, constantly slapping people's asses all the time. So, yeah, so it's probably more technology than it is magic. At least for the time being. This is pretty cool, though. Again, just the general, like, production value and, like, just the look and feel is pretty... It's pretty impressive. Almost a... what was that game we played? Forever Skies. Where, yeah, you're raised up above the dust storms. Riding this thing up. Merry Christmas to the East Coast. That's right, Justin.
You gonna tell them? Are you gonna tell them?
Maybe. I don't know. Feels late for it now.
You made it late.
Because I hate
That's right, Justin.
boss.
Sure. I get that.
So Santa Claus is airdropping some toys as we speak on the East Coast. Some good shit. Press J to open. This is the name of our place. Built on a giant bridge from an ancient and forgotten civilization. So it's top side of the underbridge. Usually how that kind of thing goes. Okay. That's where this is, presumably. The Underoos. Yeah, there's definitely stuff way above. If you look up.
What's up? You're in no hurry to get back.
No.
You're thinking
If you look
how
up, there's
much
like a
further
whole
this
like
is
big
garbage
fancy
heap.
platform right above us,
Would
and it's
you?
Go home a
gigantic.
garbage heap.
I don't want to spend my life living above a bottomless hole in the ground, Jack.
We don't technically know if the.
And I'm wondering if there's like even stuff more underneath, because it looks like there's like another kind of bottomy platform there.
I'll watch over.
Maybe there's like an even
I've got an idea.
lower kind of tertiary society underneath this one. It's like instead of steampunk, this is like windmill punk, wind punk, mill punk. Justin says Santa gave me an STD for Christmas. One of my favorite gags was there's a streamer I was watching, and he was like, "I don't know if Santa's real, guys. I don't know. How, like, what's Santa ever done for any of us?" And then one of the guys was like, "Yo, dude, streamer, check your toilet." And he was like, "For real? For real? No way." And he goes over, like, takes a BRB, and when he comes back, he's like, "Guys, he's real. He's real. Santa left me an upper decker. He's real after all these years." Like these like purple flowers. I thought they were candles at first, but they're little flowers. What this mouth do? Lurge notice. Bitch won't notice my lurge. I sent you my lurge. Please respond. Please notice. Lurge contamination. I do not know what that is, but I'm curious. Cutscene? Oh yeah. We call it Dutch punk. That's good. Dutch punk. That's right, Mary Chrysler.
Why not? It's our civic duty as citizens of the Seren Under.
So we all have these powers, or technology, I suppose.
Probably would have made more money clearing off these large barnacles than we did at that play.
Fair. You're all about duty right now, aren't you?
He said duty.
Nice. You'll make a good soldier. I hear they give better uniforms to the lightless that can summon a little magic like this.
There's a
Okay, so maybe not everybody has that
It's not
then.
about the uniform.
Or maybe it's better boots.
Cheese, Jack.
Wait, what?
Soldiers get to eat real cheese. Boots are just extra.
Rasharn's got no idea what's.
What if I don't want real cheese? My lactose intolerant ass would not do well.
Farm just full of boots.
Literally.
Look, I know I keep saying I get it, but I don't. Not really. You're the first person I've met that actually wants to fight in the Everwar.
No one escapes the draft, Jack.
They do all the time. You're not even going to try.
Besides, I don't want to fight in the Everwar. I want to fight for Lucium.
Exactly the same thing?
Just shut up and shoot.
So now we get to learn about combat mechanics.
All done. Let's go.
And then down a little bit more.
When they ship you off to fight in the Everwar.
So we can just shoot anytime we want. There's a reload option.
Who knows?
There we go.
Maybe I have just enough magic not to be considered lightless, and I'll have a say in where they send me. A Magnus gets a say. Probably.
No offense, but what we do
So
is...
Magnus is not a name, but is a
Magnus is like...
is like a class of like spellcaster, I suppose.
It's not even a contest.
Some kind of
Yeah,
position.
Some magic might as well mean no magic as far as the Magni are concerned.
To know that you can like find stuff to explode, and I guess the populace is okay with it. It's me blowing shit up and stealing their shit. that's the equivalent of in Legend of Zelda breaking into someone's house, breaking their pottery, and stealing their rupees. That was their life savings in that one little container. Much like how those rupees or those jars contain like 1 rupee. That's like, it's like in Dungeons and Dragons where a single gold is like that's like a lifetime worth of money. Maybe not lifetime, but like is an exceptional amount of money to like a commoner. So 1 rupee in Legend of Zelda is like Like, bro, that took that man like 4 years to save up, man. I'm guessing it, yeah, it's like whatever we get from those things, it's just standard currency. Probably the kind of thing where you don't get a whole lot of anything spectacular through these kinds of drops.
Fife stew from here.
Pretty sure the whole neighborhood can. You know, everything he cooks tastes vaguely
Just a couple, it's just some pocket change.
regret.
All these posters.
Well,
Almost like circus advertisements. That's kind of like what comes to mind. Real apples? Apples? There are lactose-free cheeses. You're right. They're out there.
no love for the boss? Come here.
But like the good stuff usually is
Are you leaving
the softer
us?
things that are not as good on my tummy.
You turned 16 in the morning, and that's when the soldiers threw you into the army because Jack said life is unfair.
Or you could ignore the draft like a normal person.
Happy birthday. No one tells me anything. How'd you score?
We're officially the worst street thieves in Saren. Hopefully Caleb redeems us.
I don't know. I did find those like 2 gold of pocket change earlier. Was that a bag of poop?
I guess we can act like it's cake.
Oh,
Is that
no.
shit from a butt?
You're not eating that. Shoo.
Probably wise. Stew's almost ready anyway. Grab us some tubers from up top, Jack.
Sure thing.
Tubers.
Let me know when Caleb gets here. I've got something I want to tell you all.
Like that you're leaving us.
Shut up, you.
If I was a video game, I'd be rich. If I was in a video game. It depends on the universe. It depends on the universe. So yeah, like if in that example, like in Legend of Zelda, if 5 rupees was like, yeah, like a full year's salary. I mean, I guess it depends on how you convert like USD to rupees. What's the conversion rate?
What do you put into stew when it's someone's birthday?
What?
Birthday stew. What goes in it?
What's a good birthday stew?
That's not a thing, Fife.
At least potatoes.
I know you.
Take a sip.
And
What do you think?
it's the snails that really seal the deal.
Snails, delicious. Yeah, for me, you gotta have taters in there, man. I mean, they were talking about tubers, and we were reminded of this the other night, how tubers is kind of like a less common term for potatoes. Kind of an old-timey term for potatoes. Sensitivity is still just feels weird. It feels like too much. Turn down a little bit more. It's probably the next intentional area. Okay, so that door's not actually... Oh, you do leave, like, gaping... Maybe not gaping, but you do leave notable bullet holes whenever you just blast something. And they just give us this power, and we just have it, presumably, all the time, and they just trust us to not fucking blow each other's heads off all the time with us? Having, like, fully loaded magic missiles firing from our arms at all times. I do like all the posters. I can't read the text, but I assume it's all very cool.
What are you doing, Rugrat?
Stole some posters, adding them to my scrapbook. Wanna see?
Sure. But what's with you stealing posters?
It's part of the historical record, Jack. Join the fight.
No thanks. This propaganda is going to rot your brain.
Is that what happened to Luna? Brain rot?
Brain rot?
Is that why she's joining the Lights Army in the morning and leaving us?
What's this girl know about brain rot?
No, sir.
No one said anything
We'll lie to her.
about Luna.
Lying to children is always ethical, right?
I'm a big dummy, Jack.
That's what Christmas is all about.
You don't have to try and protect me.
Yeah, well, I'm always gonna.
This game came out last year, which meant it was in development for a couple years at least. So if they're using the word brain rot, like, man, they were ahead of the curve, man. There we go, 3 more gold. I literally stole 3 gold from a child just now. That was presumably her treasure chest. That was her life savings, and I've pilfered it for my own selfish gain. Breath of the Wild within mine. I haven't seen that one. I've seen some other like ridiculous Minecraft things, but I haven't seen that one. What you reading? Oh, where's the where's the interact button? How do I interact? Oh, gotta read this first. Enlistment. Volunteered. So they're not calling it a draft. They're saying volunteered for 12 years. Jesus. I'm like looking for where's like the sweet spot for like talking with the person. Maybe I'm supposed to go over here. Speak to Luna. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Told him.
I did not.
Trying to find the sweet spot.
Got him all riled.
Look, it's not like it was hard to figure out you're leaving. You're packing bags, you're crossing out days on the calendar, you're reading big fat official-looking books of... what is it this time?
The Officer's Manual of Lights Army Regulations.
See? No way that gave away the store, right? What are you thinking?
Would you rather fight 100-foot-tall crab or 101-foot-tall crabs?
Asking the hard-hitting questions. We got Chuck in the house. What's up, Chuck? Good to see you, buddy.
You should seriously think about it.
This one.
100... wait.
Yeah.
A Vecchi crab or a crab crab?
Don't overthink
Good to
it.
see you, buddy.
Vecchis are super aggressive.
It's a fight.
I don't know.
Merry almost Christmas, bud.
100 regularly dispositioned crabs. I don't want any part of it.
Idiot.
Look, I'm seriously innocent. They just figured it out.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to know that they know. Not yet.
I'm sure we'll all act surprised when you finally tell us.
I'm gonna. Just let me know when Caleb's back. I'll do it all in one big go.
So we don't have like a timer this time. Yeah, Santa's gonna be coming soon, Alex. That's why I'm staying up. I want to catch him in the act. Also, Gracie and I've been watching The Boondocks. And there's that one episode where Riley is convinced that Santa, because like in the background of the show, they used to live in, they used to live in the hood. They used to live in the ghetto. And then they moved to this nice neighborhood with their grandpa. And Riley has it out for Santa because, like, yeah, where was Santa when we were living in the hood, when we were poor? What the hell? We didn't get shit. So he's got it out for Santa. And he's like, he keeps terrorizing these mall Santas, and he calls himself the Santa Stalker. So it's like, I was like, I'm pulling a Riley. It's like, I'm staying up so I can catch his ass and get him to pay what he owe.
Babs is going to miss you.
It'll be good for her. She'll be in charge before you know it.
Already acts like she is.
My Christmas runs, thank you. I polished them off just for this evening.
Fife has
Not
a
really.
look.
Because he's eating us out of house and home. All those apples you nicked yesterday, gone.
It's a fun show.
It's
a fun show. It was an Adult Swim classic from like 2000, like, I don't know, probably back in like 2005, 2004. It's a fun show. There are some aspects that have not aged great, and some of the references are kind of dated, but it still holds up pretty well. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well, Chuck. I'm looking forward to hanging out with Chuck and Julie and all of our buddies on New Year's Eve. That's gonna be a fun night.
Caleb's out late.
New Year's Eve is gonna be a good old time.
Something's been really off with him lately.
He's just impulsive. He'll grow up. You all will.
What do you mean, you all? 06, that sounds about right.
So what's in that book of yours?
Lights Army Regulations, duh.
Sure, but like...
Sounds lame. Sounds boring.
You have to wear a surprising number of reflective belts.
What?
I mean it. Maintaining the grounds at the keep? Reflective belt. Directing constructs to clear the roads? Belt. 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 Belt.
I didn't expect the Everwar to be so safety first.
Or so polite. I'm going to have... Unless it's a foreign dignitary.
You know...
Kind of clicking through some of these. I imagine a lot of these are just kind of optional dialogue moments.
All right.
So probably if I just click the last one, that'll probably be enough. Some of it maybe didn't even age super well when it first came out. You're probably not wrong. There's probably certain aspects that, yeah, were maybe already a little bit past their prime by the time they came out. I mean, there's a lot of references to the Iraq War, that kind of thing. Lots of references about George Bush. So a lot of that has made a lot more sense in the context of when it first came out. Need of ownership, I guess, of the building, of their living space. References about a ball. I guess in the later seasons. Yeah, probably in the later seasons. We're only halfway through season 2. So this would have been Bush's second term. Well, what's over there's something over there, but I want to explore. Oh, now this door's open. Okay. And these pretty little, what I thought were candles, but they're little flowers. I like the purple. And I get to water the plants. Or no, I'm retrieving the onions, retrieving the radishes.
All right, Jack. Just remember to be super supportive.
Oh no, these are the tubers. They're tubers? I thought tubers were like sort of potatoes. They're sprouting big old leaves. Well, I can just go that way. Okay. Where'd he go? Oh, okay, there he is.
Happy birthday, Luna. I hit it big tonight. Think fast. Your present, such as it is.
It's a snow globe.
What's that in it?
The pentasod.
No shit, I mean the swirly stuff.
Looks like snow.
What's snow?
I don't know, wintertime shit. They say it's in Calthus all the time. Looked pretty as all. Oh!
Caleb!
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Move your hand. Let me see.
Just a mild little stab wound, you know.
Constable got a lucky shot. I'll be. Ah! Damn it, Jack!
It's not good.
Bullet wound still.
Follow you.
You got yourself hurt over this thing?
Careful, Caleb. Your guts are split. Why didn't you...
I didn't want to ruin your birthday at all.
That's dumb.
Jack, come on. We need medicine. I've got an idea.
Explain on the way.
You guys watch him. Get the rags and the water, and don't let him sleep. You know how to do this.
We'll be quick.
Ro just casually being like, happy birthday, also I got shot.
What's the plan?
I'm still making it up, but I'm pretty sure it's this way.
So, you know, just NBD. NBD.
Have faith. Caleb's gonna be
The
all
Jimmy
right.
Rebel episode of Boondocks? I don't know. I don't know if I know that name. Watched all season 2. Oh, wait. Oh, Chuck, I'm sorry, of what show? Unless the show's name was Jimmy Rebel. I probably missed a comment. Going up this thing? There we go. Looks like a Who from Whoville. A little bit. Yeah. Yeah, so it is from Boondocks, okay.
All the housing in the East Nets and Harrow's Edge. That's the mark.
That's
Jimmy Rebel. If it's a later episode, I probably would know it if I see it, if I saw it, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Magic. Magic means...
What?
I don't know. Healing crystals or something. Drugs from Topside.
I mean...
Healing crystals.
Better idea.
Oh, the name of the show is From. Oh, okay. No, my brain was having a hard time parsing that.
It's a good play.
It's actually called From. Okay. I've never heard of it. But Chuck says it's really damn good. I have a map. Oh, wow. It's a 3D map. That's kind of cool. Got that, I don't know if there's a way I can, like, rotate. It's got that, here we go. Metroid Prime kind of look. It'd be nice if I had, like, mouse controls to kind of zoom in. You can zoom in, but it'd be nice to have, like, full rotational mouse control, but still, that's pretty nice. Yeah, just kind of a weird name. Yeah, it's called From. The downside with that, I mean, the nice thing is that it's a unique name, but conversationally it's awkward, and also, like, that's very ungoogleable, unfortunately. That's gonna be an odd one for people to look up. I remember having that in college. There was a very stats-heavy programming language, scripting language I'd use for a couple classes in college called R. Just the letter R. And I think it's gotten a bit more... It's a little bit more well-known now. But in college, there was, like, very little documentation available online for it. And, yeah, trying to, like, look up information about it to, like, you know, remember the syntax of a certain function, that kind of thing, was a little bit awkward. Ridge rats.
Lead to you.
So I remember that just being frustrated about how ungoogleable something was.
And now, bam! Here's how we're getting out of this.
So I'm looking for secrets. Have I made it obvious that I'm looking for secrets? Sometimes we'll get lucky. I know my bro is like bleeding out from getting fucking shot in the sternum. But listen, getting like all the shinies is much more fun. Like, look at these shinies. These are nice and shiny. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Arcane, the League of Legends show. Recently, I watched the first episode, and it's tricky because I never did play League of Legends. Well, that's not true. I've played it, but only like 2 or 3 times, and each time I just wasn't really vibing to it, so I never stuck with it. Obviously, we were talking about MOBAs and League a couple streams ago, but I've heard really good things about this show, about the anime Arcane, and we watched the first episode, and I didn't dislike it, but it didn't quite grab me necessarily. You probably have to watch more than the first episode for it to like really start to solidify. There's a lot of plot points, there's a lot of characters, and since I never played the game, there's a lot of significance to things that I don't quite understand. I think there's like moments and characters that for people that play the game, they go, oh shit, I know what that is, or I know who that is. To me, it's like all a little bit nebulous. But anyway, the kind of general vibe with this setting is very reminiscent of at least the first season of, or maybe I should even say the early first season of Arcane. Can I shoot them? They have plot armor. They have either plot armor or just NPC protection, just general protection. Oh, I thought there'd be something cool up here. Riders have Lost. Interesting. And I'm guessing you probably really liked Lost back in the day. Best show I've seen since Lost. Yeah. I remember Lost was such a phenomenon back then, man. Lost was like huge back in the. Look at this guy. Lost was such a big phenomenon for that first 1 or 2 seasons in particular. And then I know for some folks they kind of dropped out of it. The J.J. Abrams curse of, man, he loves and is very good at establishing mysteries, but not always very good at answering them or resolving them.
Okay, then.
So I know that those first couple seasons were, for some people, were lightning in a bottle, and it was really something special. And for some, the mid and late seasons, people started to, like, some folks dropped off, some people kept with it. But I understand that, like, after a certain point,
yep,
there are some that would say, like, oh, man, that shit got bad or got shitty. But I think the general consensus is that it's hard. It's hard writing a show like that and having it stay like interesting and legit all the way through. Love the show though, Jen. Yeah, that's why I want to watch more of it, because I've heard the show gets amazing. I've heard that season 2 of Arcane is just incredible.
What this stuff is.
I've heard it's really, really good, so I kind of want to stick with it, but you know, it's having to get through all of the first season. It's not that it's overly gigantically lengthy, but still, it's a bit of a hard sell. Some really good seasons. Oh, there was the writer's strike as well. Yeah, I never really put that together that Heroes was affected by it, because I heard that Heroes had a similar thing, where that first season was lightning in a bottle and everyone loved it. But yeah, I didn't realize that the writer's strike was what killed it off, or was it what at least contributed to it. Hostile Nightblade activity. Going up top, but can I explore over here first? Yeah, this is like straight out of the first episode of Arcane. When they're like breaking into that like that artificer's workshop, that kind of thing. Like very similar vibes here. And of course, this game came out last year. Maybe it was even influenced by League of Legends, the world of League of Legends, and the anime. Of course, League of Legends and Arcane did not exactly invent this kind of like magic craft, magic punk kind of thing. Crystal punk. Magic crystals and artificer technology. But also magic. That's the thing. It's not just technology. There's also like innate magic that people have sometimes. Yeah, Hero Season 1, was lightning in a bottle. Yeah, I never watched it, but I remember hearing that like when that first season dropped, everyone was like, this is something special. And then I guess, I don't know if Season 2 didn't happen or if it did happen and it was just a wet fart, but yeah, it never went beyond that, unfortunately. Started great, yeah. Which is a shame, but it does happen. It is all too familiar.
Oh, shit.
You didn't say he was a Magnus.
Do you know how to work a sigil?
No, you don't either.
Details.
Like,
Just open it or whatever.
She's just go for it, man. I'm over here like, is there anything else I can do? This is probably gonna like unleash the thing, right? This is gonna like, the bad guys are gonna find us. We're gonna have to like start combat. Once again, I'm trying to look for the sweet spot. Oh, I have to shoot it. Okay. That works too.
Is that your definition of being carefuler?
Whoops.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. It's a shame they couldn't wait until after the strike. That's really disappointing.
What do you mean, maybe?
Them's the brakes, though. Sure enough.
Oh.
You wouldn't attack a guy who's drinking water, would you?
Run! Come on! This
Run? Why run when I could kill? Thanks for just kind of hanging back there, bro. My first kill. Everyone remembers their first kill. There's a sprint as well. I don't want to sprint. I want to murder. It's way more fun.
Just for us?
Saren's being attacked.
I tell myself I'm getting experience by killing dudes, or at least getting money. Or at least progress towards my first kill boner.
Air raid.
There was an attempted reboot. I'm not surprised that it didn't go over well. Not terribly surprised.
Is that?
It's Rashawn.
Oh my.
Sandrak's attacking the city. We have to get back to the others. Come on.
Convenient timing.
Gotta get home.
Lots of pretty explosions. Oh shit. Oh, now I actually have to sprint to keep up with her. There was that cutscene just now where it was like a pre-rendered cutscene that showed them sprinting, but it was a very slow sprint. But now we're like moving.
Look out! Just keep moving.
Is everyone dead? Oh, these guys are here. If by keep moving you mean kill everybody, you fucking nailed it.
We've got to get back.
But I want to kill. Don't you understand? It's way more fun. It's way more fun and way more important than, you know, going for the pacifist route. Oh, wait. Wait, who should I not be killing? Because I was fighting you earlier. Okay, I can't actually fight you. All right, so I guess there's bad guys, but then there's worse guys. There's more bad. Yeah, you better run away. Yeah, run your punk ass bitch away. Yeah, you better. You know what's good for you. Yeah, scab riders was one thing, but like Chuck said, yeah, but just wait. There's gonna be AI rider bullshit coming in soon. Yeah, you're probably not wrong. A show will come out and everyone will be like, wow, this writing is really generic and awful, and then it'll come out that, oh yeah, it was fucking ChatGPT scripted.
I made jokes the whole time.
Feel guilty later.
Fuck!
Ah! Are you all right?
Oh god, I'm not surprised, Iggle Wiggles. Yeah, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Almost there. It's just up ahead.
And he's sort of like, and of course I remember the good old days of Twitch Plays Pokemon, right? The first time that Twitch Plays Pokemon happened, and how fun and silly that was. And the nice thing about Twitch Plays Pokemon is that there were like controls on what kind of inputs the chat could provide. You know, there were limitations. If you give the chat too many options, too much free reign for input, then it could get dangerous real quick.
What to do?
It's shock. Don't let it in.
How are you already a soldier?
I'm just acting like I figure they act.
Jack! Luna!
Come on!
How's our buddy who got stabbed, by the way, or got shot? Oh, don't fucking kill the orphans, bro.
We can make it!
Jack! Get down!
Did they just obliterate the orphan building for no reason? Motherfucker just exploded an orphanage in his weird whale ship. Bonk.
You aren't done here, asshole!
What are you doing?
Just run, Jack. It's okay.
Do you think she's gonna get got, or is she gonna, like, barely survive and we'll see her later? That's not good. I bet she's not dead. I've got my pea shooter. Oh shit. We have protagonist powers. Oh shit. Fuck him up. I have like cool rainbow powers. I don't quite know what I'm doing, but it's really badass.
How am I doing this?
Ouch. There's a lot of other bad guys. That's fine. I can just obliterate all of them. It's very colorful, and I don't know how impossible this is to see on stream. If the bitrate is just getting deleted right now. Whoa, I fell down. That's what you get for not looking before leaping. So I think I must have killed the... Well, maybe not killed, but I probably, like, knocked out the big bad. And I knocked my own shit out, apparently. I got, like, rainbow rocket launcher powers. That's a good... there we go. Yeah, that was a cure for the gunshot wound that one kid had. I bet at least one of the kids survived. Much like how the girl's probably alive. I bet one of the kids is still alive, at least. Yeah, it got trained on Xbox Live Chat data. That's what happened. We called this the inciting incident. Did he Wu-Tang out? Oh, the dude yelling Wu-Tang. I didn't quite hear it, unfortunately. Ooh, Infamous. I never did play Infamous. That was the one that was on PS3, I want to say. The first one, at least.
They have names for what you are. An unforeseen. A candle of Shaled. A child of the rivers.
Lucky.
In this case, yes. The next time it happens, it might kill you. We're driving the Rasharnians back from Saren. But you aren't safe here anymore. They'll hunt you down. You'll need help.
Jack.
You'll need help, Jack. I'm Grand Magnus Kirkin of the Order of Immortals. Field Marshal to the Light's Army.
You can add late to all that. Fine. I know who you are. Seen the posters. Join the fight.
So, Jack, are you going to?
Oh, is the voice actress one of the people from Firefly? Sucker Punch Studios?
The power inside.
What are other games they've worked on? Because that sounds familiar.
All magic in this world does. And those of us lucky enough to be able to
3 good games?
Magic,
better than some studios.
Almost anything we want.
Okay, back up. This world?
That's right. There's another under this one. The Shrouded Realm. That's where magic starts. Where the ley
some studios make like one
Look at them, Jack.
half of an early access good game, and then they're like, we're good. Oh, Spider-Man, yeah, the newer ones, right? I've heard those are real fucking good. Ghost of Tsushima? Okay, yeah. They're kind of on a roll then. I don't want to stop them.
No, not at all. Just look at that ley line there, and then let yourself see through it.
Cool veins. Air veins. Very pretty.
Whoa.
Second Son.
They're everywhere.
Oh, it's
Yes.
the worst game.
Aveum, like a net.
Oh man,
bathing it in
that's a shame. Was that?
This is why we fight.
Was that also Sucker Punch? Oh, maybe that was like the name of Infamous or something.
All of that is secondary
Infamous 2.
to the control of magic.
Who's we?
The Magni orders. The armies those
Sly Cooper 2. Oh, 2 and 3 specifically.
Now
Good to
that the
know.
other kingdoms are either lost or scattered. Only Lucium remains to resist the tyrant of Rasharn.
Sandrak.
That's like the real dude, not the one in the play. That's the real shit. The overall design with the armor and the kind of general setting and just the look and feel reminds me quite a bit of Atlas Fallen. Atlas Fallen was a lot more deserty and sandy, obviously, but this one's much more, you know, magic and some high fantasy, obviously. But the armor and, like, the weapons and some of just the general designs for things are reminiscent. Oh, so it's just called Second Son. Okay, that's not like the... I was thinking maybe it was the subtitle. Or subtitle. The, what's the word? The colon, like, something something 2, colon, Second Son. I thought it was one of those.
And there is no place.
It was just called Second Son.
I know.
I don't recognize it.
About to say.
But it was also Sucker Punch, and yeah, Chuck didn't like it, but Iggle Wiggles liked it.
I'll fix that.
And so did Jin. Oh, it is infamous. Okay, infamous Second Son. Okay, yeah. Oh, but it's the third one? Ain't that some shit? It's the third game in the series. Let's put the word second in it. I'm a big fan of Stephen Wilson. The he's the songwriter and primary songwriter and singer for Porcupine Tree, but he also has a solo career. And his, I think, second solo album, Grace for Drowning, has like the 8th song on the album is called Track 1. It's a double album. There's like 20 tracks on it, and the 8th song on the album is called Track 1. His name was Mike Fudge. Yes, not Mike Judge, Mike Fudge. So there was like stuff they didn't fully realize in it. They did all the Sly Coopers. Wow, so Sucker Punch has actually been around for quite a bit then, because Sly Cooper goes back to PS2, I think. Chicago album remixes? Yes, Chuck, actually. Yes, that's the very same, yeah. Yeah, he's done a lot of remixes. Remixes for Yes, and Guns N' Roses, King Crimson, yeah, Chicago. Man, there was some other ones. XTC. There was one that caught my eye recently. What's the band that I'm thinking of? Locomotive Breath. Crap. Guy that plays the flute. What's the name of that band? Jethro Tull. There we go. I did a bunch of remixes of Jethro Tull albums. Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Holy
so in addition to being a prolific songwriter, well, I maybe prolific is overly generous, but
how I lived under
a busy songwriter
A giant bridge,
and
sir.
fronting Porcupine Tree. Yeah, he also does a lot of remix work. I suspect that's probably how he makes a decent chunk of his money. Because let's be real, it's hard to make it as like a touring musician.
They've been doing
Professionally, like if that's your only thing, so that's probably how he like, you know, makes a decent bit of his money just in general.
This was all a sanctuary settlement of refugees fleeing the
Taking
front
commissions.
lines before it became just another battlefield. It's as good a place as any to continue your training.
This place is empty. Sandrak massacred everyone?
Your sigils will help you focus your magic. Make it accurate. Keep it level. Prevent it from killing you. Your sigils mark you as a battle.
And again, kind of like the gauntlet from Atlas Fallen. There you go.
A Magnus.
Yes. Now, get ready to fight, Magnus.
Fight what, sir?
Battlefields have memories, Jack. I'll wake them for you.
Except this game came out last year, which means the two games were developed in parallel. So it's likely that they probably didn't influence each other. So Strike Bolt is the one that we were using earlier.
Again.
Turn down those voices. Some voices I want to come in loud and clear. These maybe not quite so much. But no, I'm a big fan of, just to kind of continue that thought in my mind. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Stephen Wilson's solo career. I love Porcupine Tree. They're one of my favorite bands, but I think I might, in some ways, I like his solo career more. So yeah, Chuck, if you're ever looking for a recommendation and you like Stephen Wilson's remix stuff, I'd also recommend his solo material. He's done a decent number of genres. He's mostly known as like a progressive kind of rock kind of dude, but he did a much more poppy album a couple years ago, and maybe 5 or 6 years ago he did one that kind of has a more just kind of standard rock edge, like not as much like flowy, long, elaborate songs, a little bit more focused and kind of like, yeah, just kind of like more standard rock kind of sounds to it. Gotta reload, nice. And of course, now I've got something a little bit nicer than the standard pea shooter. Because earlier we had just a little the pea shooter for babies. Blink. Ah, that's how that works. Cool. But it has to recharge. Yeah, I see it now. I'm sure there's things we can do to make that timer more generous. The sigil, the primary weapon. Prototype. Yeah, I remember seeing that one. And Rocket Robot on Wheels, I never played it, but I remember seeing footage for it. I didn't realize it was the same developer, Sucker Punch. But that game looked really cool. I understand that not a lot of people played it, though, which is a shame. I understand that was one of those that flew under a lot of people's radar. Wasn't that like a fairly late generation PS2 game? PS2, GameCube, where like it came out a little bit too late for a lot of folks? Because I think that was the problem, at least for some, is that it by the time it came out, more people were like looking forward to like the next generation. 5,000 gold. So we were finding like little trinkets of like onesie twosie, little gold here, little gold there. We just found 5,000 of it. Isn't this like a teleport to come back here and like later parts? Because yes, we're in like this like training ground area to prove ourselves, prove our worth. Or we could fall to our deaths here, and that's the end of the story. Or we'd slip and fall from this one fucked up bridge part, and that's the end of the game, and we're dead forever, and roll credits. Insomniac was, but that, oh, you know what? Yes, that does make sense. Because Insomniac did, was Insomniac Ratchet and Clank? Or I might get my wires crossed here.
Without magic when we met.
Yeah, earlier we were getting like little bundles of like onesie twosie gold, like 2 gold here, 3 gold down. Now we're getting like several hundred per little drop like that.
We all start somewhere. Right now, you need to learn how to defend yourself.
I want to find all the little trinkets.
At range.
Also, I took 1 bit of damage earlier, and I think it carried over all the way through. Oh no, that's not true. I think I did take 1 hit in the little intro fight just now. Blue essence. I'm guessing there's like crafting, probably. What this? It's locked. It's locked. Wasn't a big fan of Atlas Fallen. I liked it, but it did lose its luster after a bit. Like I think the combat, I think the systems in that game were very good. I think the combat felt and flowed very well. I think exploring felt really satisfying. I loved like the sand surfing mechanic. There's a lot of systems in that game I really liked, but it did feel a little bit cookie cutter after a while. You saw the same kinds of monsters over and over, and they would get scaled up, and they would get harder, and they would have like newer attacks and different attack patterns, but you were still fighting the same kinds of monsters over and over again. I'm glad I beat it and I enjoyed it. What I will say is that the update that the free update that they put out like 4 or 5 months ago improved the game quite a bit. Did it make it amazing? No. And did it fix the major issues that I had like with the kind of the general pacing and look and feel? Not really, but it's a lot better for sure. It's definitely better. So if you bought it and you didn't refund it and you were like, on it, then maybe check out the newer update, because the newer update might be a little bit nicer for you. And co-op. Co-op for that game is very, very fun. So if nothing else, it's a solid co-op game. Yeah, oh, that was after the big update. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, the only thing that could maybe rescue it then would be co-op for Ickle Wiggles. Otherwise, yeah, it's not everyone's cup of tea, and I totally get that. It did feel a little bit generic after a bit. We got Farsight. What's up, buddy? Merry Christmas, Farsight. That's right. It'll be Christmas here in 16 minutes. If you can believe that shit.
Wow. I feel like
So now we're juiced. We got the juice.
You're still
We have
invincible.
our shield. That's the tab button, right? I wonder if I love tab being shield. I'm going to see if I can maybe change that to another button. It feels it's a bit of an odd one for me. Controls. Is there another button I could set for that one? Have to get some fun stuff. Oh, that's awesome, Farsight. That is exciting. That is exciting. She needs the Christmas boobs. We were joking with Gracie how when we were kids, you know, when all of us were kids, you know how it was where like we'd wake up Christmas morning way too excited. And you'd want to like wake your parents and go check out the Christmas tree, and it's like it was just too much excitement. And Gracie was saying like her parents would always tell her like, listen, just don't wake us before 6 a.m. All right, just let us sleep at least until 6. Then you know everything beyond that is open season. So we had a similar conversation with Bonnie. We were like, listen, Bonnie, we want to sleep in. We want to sleep in tonight, this morning, so don't wake us too early, okay? It's not too much to ask, right? So we already used, I left control for that blink ability, which makes sense. Shift, of course, is for sprint. I might switch from F to, what is E used for anything? E is used as a secondary next strike. I think I'd rather have E be a secondary use button, and shield be F. Just notice that this did not carry over. Yes. I remember trying to set that earlier. Apply changes. So we do have a melee attack. A little punchy. And you toggle it. Can you just have the shield up forever? Or does it like, is there like energy? Doesn't seem, oh, maybe you have to reload it, much like you have to reload this thing. Like maybe like when you block something, maybe it takes out the energy shots. Oh, you can block and shoot. That's kind of cool. Huh. Oh, now I see it. Yeah. Underneath that one. So there's limited endurance on what you can block, but the shield on its own can be up indefinitely. That's fun though, Farsa. I'm excited. I'm excited that you're excited. That's really fun. I'll be curious to hear how it goes. I bet Kiddo's gonna, you know, you don't have to spoil it if you don't want to, but I'll be curious to hear what they get and like what you're excited about the most. Yeah, don't wake up until 7 a.m. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Oh, we got dudes to fight. I'm over here talking about Christmas and having a nice old time. We have to fight some fucking weirdos, some nerds, and I will absolutely blast their asses out of the sky. But let's do oh, never mind. I was gonna do the shield thing. Yeah, kind of reflect. I would feel like reflect their shit back at them. No, it just blocks, and yeah, it just you lose some of that endurance, but it comes back over time. That stamina. Not too shabby. Game is very pretty. Game is very pretty. There's I think, you know, thinking more about Atlas Fallen, that game very much leaned on the open world sensation. It kind of had that Assassin's Creed open world thing where there's never a shortage of side quests and collectibles and other assorted kinds of things like that. I think this game is I think it's less open worldy. I think it's a little bit more, I mean, I could be wrong. I think it's more focused with like, oh, there we go. Oh, because I changed the control, the letter doesn't show up anymore. Kind of awkward. I wonder if the next time we go into a new area, maybe it will update. Because normally it would say the letter F to pay respects and also F to interact. But because I changed it mid section, I wonder if it'll update next time. Also, knowing that we have that blink ability. Oh, but there we go. There's invisible walls. Alright, let's see if I can get up to that little area. That blink ability helps us with doing more platforming shenanigans. But yeah, anyway, I don't think this game is as much of an open world kind of thing. I think it's more linear and more level based.
You're what's called a triarch.
I guess I don't know for sure, but that open world aspect of Atlas Fallen meant that there was a lot of dead air, and there's a lot of like, oh crap, I gotta do this thing, and now this thing, and now this thing. There's like side quests to unlock another progression point, to expand your health. It was really easy to have it feel like an obligation. Yeah, see, yeah, right there. Normally there's like a thing that says like, use button to open this. See, I understand how that can feel like you're just filling out a list of tasks, as opposed to exploring and drinking in the world. You're just trying to check off items on a checklist. Jen says, no, we had to wait till 10 or 11. I think for my mom, when I was a kid, I think for my mom it was like 8 a.m. Anything after 8 a.m. was open season, but before then, let her sleep in a little bit at least. The ruse was over, says Farsight. Yeah. I mean, you know, everyone has to figure it out eventually, right? Everyone has to learn eventually. At least, like, both of you kind of gotta you know, laugh about it at least, which is kind of nice. So, Iggle Wiggles, yeah, it's mostly linear, so yeah. And I have to remind myself that, yes, you've played both games. In fact, for that matter, I guess Atlas Fallen is also on Game Pass, isn't it? That's the nice thing, too. You can play the game without, like, fully committing to, like, a full playthrough.
Holds your first red spell
Or a full purchase, even.
Harness it. Take them both.
Okay, do I...
Looks like a mask.
One off?
What?
Putting it...
Oh, okay, I put the red one on my left arm.
I was gonna say, are we putting it over the gauntlets?
No. Just reach for the red sigil, Jack.
But it's scary. It switches out. Got it.
Neat.
Yes, neat. Now take the spell.
It's Angie.
It feels...
What's up, one-legged duck? Good to see you, buddy. It's both.
Spells are alive in a way.
It is both.
Red magic is particularly violent, but the sigil will bend it to your will.
Breach fire. So it's like an AoE, I think. 3 shots instead of... Oh, and you can scroll between them. So you can do like that kind of thing. You can do pulse fire. So that's more long range. Well, actually, is it long range? I think this... Yeah, this one's, I think, shorter range. So it's like AoE, more of a shotgun, I guess. Actually, maybe not, because it is leaving like little... Yeah, it is like leaving little, scorch marks in the walls. Yeah, high damage at close range, but it might not be limited to only close range, which is kind of nice. Also, I'm trying to watch for those little extra little treasure bundles. So yeah, blue is like long range, red's like a shotgun. Yeah, that makes sense.
If they do, switch to your red magic and blast them back. Know which of your colors is best in any given situation.
That is pretty satisfying.
The Rasharnians will always have you outnumbered.
I gotta blast these fools with the shotgun times. And I'm guessing since we've been finding green essence, there's probably a third weapon that has also some cool shit on it. So I'm guessing, yeah, since it does have a projectile that does leave scorch marks, it's not like it doesn't have range, but yeah, it's like to get that AoE, or not even AoE, but that spread shot effect when it fire close up. Close up and personnel.
Take that healing stone. You're hurt.
Healing stone? I mean, tis but a flesh wound. And in fact... Oh, what's this? Lost Diary. Who else has been here? As we're fighting like the shades of previous battles. Says the rain is ceaseless, it's enough to drive someone mad. So we can heal ourselves with healing potions, healing crystals. Usually when I hear healing crystals, I think of like, you know, going to an apothecary and buying like a salt lamp that if I lick it enough times will, you know, prevent me from having sex dreams about Guy Fieri. So it restores your ammo probably.
Whoa, I can feel it. Coiling.
Coiling.
What is that?
It's a lash. You can use it to pull enemies towards you. Most
Oh,
of them, anyway.
Not what I expected.
Larger ones, not so much.
Not so much.
It's a little whippy fella. Whip it good. Crack that whip. Oh my. It's very glorpy. It's weird. This weird like water vein. Will says, wait. Prevent sex dreams about Guy Fieri? Alex, what's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you, man? You're supposed to encourage them. You're right. Yeah, no, I misspoke. When I said prevent them, I mean amplify them. Make them more visceral. Yeah, it reminds... I think it was a Adam Ellis comic. Where the girl in the comic, she was like, yes, these are my healing crystals. This one helps me deal with anxiety. This one helps with, like, food cravings. And this one helps with preventing sex dreams about Guy Fieri. And then she's like, it does not work. It is not functional. And so I'm curious about this lash ability. Whoosha. And there's, like, kind of a cooldown. Yeah, there's a cooldown, so you can just spam it. It's not gonna stop me from trying. Oh, you have to break those. So the fancy chests you have to open by hand, but the wooden fellows you can just blast that shit open. So I've got all the fun stuffs. So I can yank him to me. Oh, and then just fucking stop them in midair. That is satisfying. Get over here. And then fucking blast their asses off. That's the thing. If you hold it all the way through, you can, like, bring them fully towards you, which is pretty slick. Oh, healing crystals are full. Boop. I eat that one. Nom 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 nom. And now a third weapon. This is the green one we've heard about.
Green magic is the most curious. It's the province of spirits, of death, life, and transition.
Ouch! Ugh.
Does this one have like 1 billion energy? Oh, maybe it's like a chain gun.
There is a war to win.
Let's find it. Let's try it out. Yeah, it's like a badass like chain gun. It fires real fast, but runs out of juice really fast as well. Witchcraft store. Yeah, we have a couple of those here as well. Iggle Wiggles, like those kinds of like sort of modern day apothecary like crystal shops. It's not my kind of scene, but I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it from afar. And I mean, I'm like, I enjoy a lot of like hippie adjacent things. So even if it's not my cup of tea, there's other things I can definitely appreciate for sure. You can just punch that shit open too. If nothing else, we always got the punchies. Seems like if you do it in midair, you get a little more heft. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Iggle Wiggles. Storm shards. Yeah, probably good for when bad guys like this are charging you into melee range. Just fucking blast the ass.
This grants you the animate spell.
And of course, while you're reloading, you can do other stuff like bring up your shield or do that little Indiana Jones whip attack, which is kind of neat. Oops. Punch. Should have played this instead of Billionaire. This is pretty cool. I do like Billionaire. I mean, these are both very different games, obviously, but I am enjoying this. Billionaire is such a complicated game. Like, it's so complex and like requiring a lot of like brain juice. This game, I mean, I don't want to say that it's like brain dead, but it is a lot more chill and far as like I don't have to like hyper focus. It's a little bit more of a play through the adventure, and that's all we really need, kind of thing, kind of experience. You can animate things.
Then direct it.
I'm guessing that does not depend. That's not dependent on a particular weapon type. Oh, except that is green. Maybe it is dependent. That is pretty cool. And then from there, I can make the jump. I don't know if you have to do the dodge to be able to make that. Probably not. The dodge takes a little bit to charge up. I'm guessing there's like different colored animation opportunities like that then. Probably not specific to this one weapon if I had to guess. It's just a penis, as it damn well should be. This is my healing penis. We all could be so lucky to have one of those in our lives. There's a thing up there. There's a shiny. Give me the shiny. I want it. Oh, there it is. There it is. But they also sell tea. That's the thing, too. Those kinds of healing crystal places, they usually have, like, other fun stuff. So even if, like, the crystals and the essential oils aren't my cup of tea, literally, then I can very much enjoy just the other nice things that are just kind of general crowd pleasers. Who doesn't like some nice literal tea? When I say, like, not my cup of tea, I mean that in this particular context, it's more literal. And by the way, Merry Christmas in the Central Time Zone. That's correct, Will. Thank you, bud. So we got Merry Christmas to our Eastern buddies an hour ago, and now Central buddies. Got that Merry Christmas, baby. December 25th. Some good shit right there. And you know what that means? Mountain folks, you're next. Santa's coming for you next. He's coming just for you. So be ready to receive him. Yeah, a bit more of an on-rails kind of thing, yeah. I mean, there's like some secrets. There's some secrets. There's some, like, you know, find the little bonus. Let's go in for the shotgun. Yeah, get fucking blasted. There's like some bonus stuff. There's some like, oh yeah, you notice a little hidden alcove. Get a little fun extra thing. Some fun extra monies. Yeah, for this one, you have to click individually. There's no rapid fire shot for that one, which kind of makes sense.
Good.
Nightblade Swordsman. Probably learning about these are the enemy types, yeah. It's a logical fallacy. To find out what works for you, says Jen. And by the way, hydrate. Thank you, Will. Thank you. That's my Christmas hydrate. Lubricate your thrussy for me, Alex. That was either me drinking and it's your Christmas present, or that was you giving me the gift of hydration as a Christmas present. Regardless, everybody wins. And by everybody, I mostly mean me. I was gonna say, I thought I saw something shiny over here. Arset says, only 1 hour behind your ass. He only comes once a year. Oh god, that sounds miserable. Can you imagine? That's some. Y'all thought No Nut November was tough. What about No Nut 364 days of the year? There's stuff up there. I'm guessing there's probably like another like jumpy spot. There we go. Can I jump on her little platform? Oh, invisible walls. Fair. Fair, TBH. This, yeah, the fucking essential oil stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to make it sound like I'm just like stupid stuff. Thing that people really like is stupid. It's just not my cup of tea. I tend to be a bit of a skeptic when it comes to that kind of thing. So, but I don't want to make it sound like I'm being mean. Yeah, not my favoritist. But some people love it. Some people love that shit, and good for them. More for them. That's how I look at it. Punch. Punch. Nice thing about breaking those things open is that you won't run the risk of shooting it, and then your brain considers it as like, cool, I shot the thing, I resolved whatever that was, and then you actually forget to pick up the trinkets that fall from it.
Also, I can join the Lights Army.
In some games, like, the trinkets will gravitate towards you automatically. Not this one. Yeah, pick that shit up yourself.
You mean you? You just give me one and boom?
More healing crystals.
And yes.
Yes, I got my ass kicked in the previous little tutorial area.
Back in Saren, you said you were their leader too.
Guess we can buy upgrades at some point with all this gold we're accumulating.
The Immortals are more than soldiers. We're the champion protectors of Lucy. It's masters of magic and Order Elite. We're the tip of the spear.
How many Immortals are there, sir?
Too few.
How do I ride your Beyblade? I want to be the Beyblade master. I'll never be a Beyblade anime protagonist at this rate. Whoa. Like the SMG. I like them all differently. The only problem is that the SMG and the the shotgun occupy similar kinds of use scenarios. If someone is like up in your face, you can either booty blast them with the red fister or booty pulse them with the green minigun. Like, they're both good for close range. So that's the one downside. I could see myself using them both interchangeably versus having one be like a higher focus than the other. Business, we call them business opportunities, says Jin. It's a very entrepreneurial spirit way of looking at it. Right, so that's the thing too. Some of them do have honest to goodness purposes. But yeah, like the hype, or maybe not hype, but like the maybe like over exuberance about them does make it get a little bit weird sometimes. So what did I said? It was not that. It was F to pay respects. Deal enough damage just to break it. Okay. I can shoot. Not sure that's actually reaching. My shield's gonna get broke eventually. My shield done get broked. It's rapid fire, that's the way to do it. So I can't walk beyond that platform, but I can shoot past it. I don't want to be seen as a dick. As I've gotten older, I've learned a lot when it comes to, like, as long as it's not hurting somebody, or as long as it's not, like, hurting people, or is, like, not, like, a thing that is making the world a worse place, it's like, it can be okay for something to just not be my cup of tea and have that be the end of it. The essential oil thing, I guess, is a little bit tricky because there are people that take it a step too far and are like, oh, I don't need to vaccinate my children. Like, I have essential oils. That's all I need to align my chakras and keep me healthy. Like, I can just ignore modern medicine. There are instances where there are people that take it too far, but not everybody who's into the healing crystals and the essential oils takes it to that extreme. So I try to consider, like, the more kind of grand, kind of the big picture approach. So it's like, listen, people can enjoy these things. It's fine. Not everybody is a wackadoo that like takes it, you know, in an unhealthy and like harmful direction. So I think that's why there's a lot of people that maybe are more than pessimistic against it. You know, it's like, oh man, that stuff's evil or terrible. It's like, it's fine. You know, same kind of thing with horoscopes. That's like another common like thing to kind of dog on. Like, oh, you've paid attention to horoscopes. That stuff's a scam. That stuff's lame. It's like, I mean, I don't disagree. It's not what I'm into either. But is it evil? Is it terrible? It's like, as long as you're not like,
are powerful spells.
oh, sorry, I can't be friends with you. I'm a Virgo. It's not gonna work. You're a Sagittarius. I'm sorry, we can't be friends.
Sounds useful.
Like, as long as like people don't take it too far, basically. You know? And like, dude, life's too short to like try to police every little thing. Like, it's like I don't have the kind of energy. I don't have the energy nor time to be like, how dare you be into essential oils or horoscopes or healing crystals? Like, bro, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. It's like I have enough trouble keeping my own shit in line. It's not worth just trying to police other people and keep their shit to my standard, as if I'm like the paragon that knows all what is good and righteous in the world. I'm just some fucking guy anyway, so life's too short. That's just how it goes. Will says, get those milk and cookies in my Santa Clussie. You'll eventually get, oh, you get different gauntlets. Oh, so there's even more weapons shenanigans. Yeah. So let's see. So we have a shatter ability, and I'm guessing there's a cooldown. That's pretty sick. To damage multiple enemies and break their penis. I don't get it right now, though. It probably has to, like, cool down, doesn't it? I probably should have waited. Oops, wrong button. There we go, there we go. I was, like, waiting for it to recharge.
While you constantly draw magic from the Shrouded Realm, it can drain quickly in combat engagements.
So I see the bars in the bottom right. Oh, there we go. It's the color changing. No, it's not. No, it's not. I was watching for like a timer. to indicate when it was ready. Because I get the idea that, yeah, you have limited charges, and you have to, like, regain those charges after a while. Yeah, when people take it that far, it's like child abuse. I mean, I don't disagree. Yeah, I definitely do not disagree.
Stay in the fight.
Mana crystals. Oh, that's how you that's how you recharge this thing. That's this. Cool. And we have to like unlock even more of those like extra cool magic abilities then. And those probably are not gauntlet specific. What if I shove the healing crystals up my ass? Will that heal my rectum? What essential oil do I need to lubricate my anus for more bountiful and fertile anal health? Asking the hard-hitting questions. The hard-hitting and hard-shitting questions, Farsight. Scientology is a good example of that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, religion's a tricky one, you know? Because I'm not a particularly religious person. And you know, I have opinions, like all of us do, of course. We all have opinions on things. I have opinions on, you know, what I think about what I believe about the world around us, and you know, the way the world works, and the way what happens when we die, that kind of thing. You know, we all have theories or opinions, that kind of thing. And people can be religious and believe one thing, and that's cool. I'm not gonna like pull like an atheism, you know, insufferable bullshit kind of thing and be like, actually, you believe in that, religioid believing in things? Yeah, that's fucking, not only is it unproductive, but it's just douchebag behavior. Just like being that kind of like, stereotypical looking down on people. It's like, oh, you believe in that? Like, I don't fucking care. Like, people can believe in that shit. It does get tricky, though, of course, because there are instances where someone says, wow, my religion's really cool. I like it a lot. You know what? I'm going to get elected to public office and write legislation that's based around my religious beliefs. Then it gets a little like... Then it gets tricky. So, same kind of thing there. As long as it's not, like, hurting anybody, you're not forcing it on people, you're not using it as an excuse to do some bullshit, or you're not... Or part of those religious beliefs, like Iggle Wiggles was pointing out, doesn't lead to, like, neglect or abuse situations. As long as it's, like, not harming anybody. Like, let people enjoy things. It's the Adam Ellis thing. We grabs the guy's face, let people enjoy things.
Yeah?
It's fine. 9 times out of 10, that kind of thing is fine. Yes, there are the wackadoos that make it a shitty time for everybody. You know, there's the wackadoos that give religious people, in some contexts, a bad rep. Like, the reason there's the fucking our atheism Reddit idiots that are like, religioids, is because they've probably interacted or maybe were exposed to somebody that took religion too far. And they saw what it can do when people take it too far. And that's why they're, like, overly antagonistic towards it. Maybe there was something, you know, from their past where they had that bad experience. But I like to think that, like, at least, like, 9 out of 10, like, 95% of the people that are into that kind of thing, that are religious, aren't the douchebags that force it on people and are, like, being fucking insufferable about it. I'd like to think that most people get it, and most people are reasonable. Which maybe is naive, maybe? Alex believing that most people have common sense and are reasonable? I mean, generally, yeah. I like to think that. And I'm in my mid-30s. I'm not some, like, 18-year-old little, like, fresh-eyed, starry-eyed, fresh from the womb child. It's like, we've all lived a little bit here. If you're, generally speaking, the people that pop in here are, like, close-ish to my age.
Not sure I have the right spell.
I try to, like,
sure I have the right spell.
Be realistic. Oh, that hurts. I don't like that. Unless, did somebody just slap me? Who slapped my ass? Who slapped my ass? Who was it? Who was it? Can I pop this purple pimple? Not pop the purple pimple, it just hurts. A game called Covenant. Interesting. Kind of similar, yeah, a game called Covenant. Was it in a, was there like a trailer for it recently, Whale? Because it doesn't ring a bell. Of course, we had a bunch of stuff that we saw at the Game Awards, but I'd be curious if this was like a recent announcement. Also, I'm looking for these little side paths. I keep being like, ooh, does that lead to something? Oh, invisible wall. Or maybe not invisible wall, but like a hard to stand on platform. Elgas says, wrecked him, you damn near killed him. Oh, we got the Steam link. Thank you. Thank you, Will. Thank you for posting that. Don't use oil-based lube?
What is
I mean,
that?
definitely not with condoms.
Prepare yourself, Magnus.
If you're using a condom, do not use an oil-based lube. You want to use a water-based lube. I think it's okay to use an oil-based lube, as long as, like, yeah, as long as you're not, like, also using a condom, and also, like, as long as you know what you're getting yourself into, because they're messy. Well, full disclosure, I don't know from first-hand experience, but I've heard they can get very messy. Well, I'm using the dodge too much. Health crystal. Yeah, the dodge is great. Bonk, get bonked, you idiot. I probably shouldn't be in close range combat with this guy. Can I block melee attacks? Let's find out. Definitely block that. Ooh, that took a lot of stamina though to block. Those green one's probably the right call here. I keep pressing the dodge, thinking that I have it charged up. I need to be keeping more track on these things. Run to the thing, you idiot. Yeah, get fucked. He's mad. Good. Stay mad. You could probably really just cheese this fight if you just kind of like corral him around that kind of platform there. All right, let's see if you can just block melee. I think you can, yeah. You can block melee. It's not just for ranged. Health and mana. Soldier wraps. Oh, so maybe there is like a equipment and RPG aspect to this game. In this moment, I am euphoric. Yeah, Will, you fucking know. Will understands what I'm talking about, man. Some religions do for for some religions, there's like they're encouraged to, like, it's one thing to be a follower, but if you're an apostle, then you're truly blessed. So yeah, there's like incentives, which makes sense because religions only, stay relevant if you get new members. So yeah, that's where it does sometimes get tricky. Kind of like an Ivan Ooze, the purple. The purple's like Ivan Ooze. Man, Power Rangers. Good throwback. So there's a gear tab. So yes, there is some equipment. Oh, there's not some equipment. There's a bunch of equipment. Soldier wraps. Sigils, totems, rings, and bracers. But no butt plugs. I got bad news. If you're holding up for the butt plug equipment slot, that's for the DLC. Gotta pay the premium for that shit. The more rare, generally, the more powerful. You can make different builds to suit your playstyle. Here's all of our stuff. You can eventually get more teleports. That'll be nice. So sure enough, just like Iggle Wiggles was telling us, there's different gauntlet combinations. There's other stuff we've yet to discover, which is exciting. And there's the journal, of course. More information about the spells. Sounds like there's plenty more where that came from. I like the little videos. That's kind of neat. I keep kind of going back and forth on the... Here's our stuff, by the way. There's also Legendary Essence. Is it piss? The Legendary Essence might be piss. It's very gold. I keep going back and forth on the control options for the shield. Because F is tricky. If I press F, it's kind of hard for me to also move my finger to go right on WASD. So, I think I'm actually going to use one of my extra fancy mouse buttons. So that would be probably that one. Probably the that's I think mouse 4, one of the little side mouse buttons. I got that Logitech G Pro wireless that's got little side mouse buttons.
That was impressive. The Oathbroken of Kalthus are a difficult challenge.
Thank you.
They're a difficult challenge if you're not a chump.
Around, Jack.
Or I'm sorry, no, they're a difficult challenge if you are a chump. So no relays, no early access date. Yeah, so it's still in a coming soon kind of state.
Those were just
I appreciate the heads up on that, Will, because if this game kind of reminds you of that game, then I'm curious. I am liking this for what it's worth. Like, the narrative doesn't really do a lot for me necessarily, but the gameplay is fun and it's very pretty. Oh yeah, somebody said it. Somebody said it about this game, about there being different gauntlets.
You've done well today.
Different builds and such.
Look, sir, I don't want to do this part. The just a soldier thing. Don't get me wrong, I'll fight. I promised a friend I would. Promised my family.
Did you?
It doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is I want to be an immortal. I want to fight this war as one of you. One of the elite.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, standard story, yeah. I would argue it's kind of hard to do a game like this and make the story worth a damn. Like, yeah, it's cookie cutter, the chosen one, or maybe not chosen one, but like one of the few chosen. Orphan with like a kind of a tragic or at least mysterious backstory.
This kid I just met because I guess I got time to spare.
Taken on by a mysterious mentor.
Absolutely works that way.
Because then that makes you special.
I think it's hard to do something like this and really make the story stand out, so there probably is more focus on the gameplay mechanics. That's what makes it sing.
Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing. Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, I like your spirit, Jack. I like you. I found a child so lost and so angry whose new powers could easily make them a threat to the kingdom I protect. The choice was either to kill you, or to turn you into a weapon against.
She's like, bitch, I could have snuffed your ass out right then and there.
Because we need everyone we can get.
Back up. Option A was to kill me?
Don't mistake my attention here for an endorsement into the Order, Jack. You'll put in the time, on the front lines, like everyone else.
All business.
How much time are we talking?
Damn. I did wonder because in the promotional images for the game, he was clearly older. So I wonder if we would get like a little like a prologue that led to the real shit. No, I do like the game. I am enjoying it so far. Well, now we're older. We're smoking a ciggy. We're a battle-hardened warrior. Inscription Go Burr for 5 years, man. The universe is interesting insofar as like I like how it looks and I enjoy the. I enjoy it. I enjoy the universe. Is it the most novel thing in the whole world? Nah. But it's okay. Not everything has to be amazingly unique and mind-breaking. Sometimes some derivatives are okay. If what it derives from is cool.
Anyone that stood up needs to stay that way. Their next wave is moving in, and we've got positions that need bodies. The Rasharnians capture this ley line. We can all lie back down. Permanently. You're with Barker, right? I need him to line up his strikers along the eastern
Barker.
wall. There's a red division on its way.
Yes, sir.
Disappointing he's a human and not an actual canine.
Rasharnians haven't had enough yet?
We haven't given them enough yet. That still work?
Well, his hands have got a boo-boo.
The important one does.
Good. You're Holland Mead's oldest, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
You've got a fear in your eye you don't need today, son.
Sorry, sir.
Today's the day they turn tail. I know these things. I told your father the same thing at Sundown 10 when he was your age. Sure enough, it happened then too.
Bit easier to swallow when you're immortal, sir.
That's just a silly name to make our enemies cry at night. But this is real. No Rasharnian spell gets through this today.
Thank you, General.
I've got a good feeling about this guy. He's definitely not going to get got.
Surprised you're still here, sir. Isn't selection today?
You know it is, Jack.
And both of us know.
Some weird aliasing with like on the edges of some character models. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ogasso. He's a real dog, says Jin.
Tell me why you want to be an immortal so badly.
To serve Lucium.
So now here we are in chapter 3. Oh, no jump button, by the way. Jumps are disabled in the oh, and so is I can't attack, I can't jump, I can't do nothing.
Don't. That'll just make me mad. You've had 5 years to come up with an answer to that question.
I noticed that too, Will. I think that's
Luna.
in some instances, or maybe like
You need to think about
in some context, I guess just the default.
Our only focus right now is holding this.
Just like like to us that is very much a gendered term, but I guess in other contexts it is considered a gender non-specific term.
Rivers decide they're not real anymore. And
Cool crossbows. How do I get a crossbow? I guess I've got guns attached to my arms, so I guess I can't be too sedge.
To this one, like a net.
He's never been this close, has he?
No. And if we don't stop him, he'll magnify.
Whenever we're talking to her, we're in slow walk mode.
By a staggering amount.
But when we're outside of talking, we get to fast walk.
Some serious end of time.
He's gonna be in the sequel, right?
No fish, no need to fight if we starve to death first. And as Lucians, we love fish like you wouldn't believe, Jack.
You love it
So
so
like an
much.
arbalest? Yeah, giant fucking crossbows. That's pretty sick.
Concern, apparently.
Why?
Yeah, some artifacting like around, like in the cutscenes. Not so much during the gameplay, but yeah, in the cutscenes, some character models got the little floaty square fellas. Yeah, it's a military thing, and I think at least in some contexts, it's used regardless of the gender of the person to whom it's addressed. So I feel like I've seen that in like it was like a British thing I was watching where they used that term for someone who was like a woman who was in like a position of power, position of authority. So maybe it like depends also on, you know, on the country. There's those like whale ship things we saw earlier.
That's one hell of a neck.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's probably not realistic necessarily. The times they have changed. Yeah, get deflected, idiot.
Extending himself.
Intelligence briefings say that? Or are we just hoping that's the case?
We're just hoping.
Today's the day they turn tail, sir.
Switch on and get to the forward bastion.
Yes,
Time to turn on.
You help us win this. I'll know you're ready.
Finally, we get to prove ourselves. And by that, I mean time to explore and get the side thingies. Whoa.
Gotta get to the forward.
Time to explore all the side paths and get distracted a billion times. Ythium fields. Yeah, now I have free range to punch things. Mana crystal's full. Actually, there's a lot of paths to potentially explore. Or maybe they're saying that's like the main path, but you can go that other direction too. Okay, wait, that's a crystal? I thought that was like a... Oh, I guess it is. I thought that was one of the essences, but I see the multicolors. And shoot that open? Is that how that works? Maybe it's just locked for something else then. Oh, that's locked too. Okay. So see, you're good guys. I don't want to blast you guys' ass. Good job saving that one dude who almost got fucking flattened horribly. A lot of background details. Oh shit. A lot of background details, lots of like stuff happening just kind of in the foreground and the background at all given times. What if there's something cool back here? That is so often how it goes in games like this. Oh, my double jump. Oh, never mind. No, we still have access to it. I just can't get up there. Join the bros up there. The top areas. Hold on. Does this explode? Red containers. A red barrel. You know how that usually goes. That's the shit you don't usually want to shoot yourself. Ikora from Destiny. Oh, the Destiny series. You mean the voice actress? I never did play Destiny. I have a number of friends that used to play it a shit ton. Destiny 2 especially. Most folks have moved on to other games, so it would seem. There's probably still some holdouts, though. Right. But still an absolute unit, does not surprise me. That does not surprise me. Or health crystals. I don't want health crystals, I want money. I want cash money, baby. Oh, you're a bad guy, yeah. Oh, maybe I could have saved him if I fired fast enough. He was probably scripted to get got, though. And these are, like, real dudes that really die. And you fuck him up. Not these, like, little mamby-pamby, like, oh, they just dissipate when they get got. No, these guys are dead, and they are dead forever when you kill them. They're dead, and then they're not alive anymore. Thanks for saving my life. Yeah, no problem. Any treasure chests I can open, or yeah, like lootable things I can just snag? You know, yeah, I mean, saving people's lives, defeating the enemy, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to get that money. You feel me? Thanks for letting me shoot through you to hit that guy, by the way. Appreciate that. I can't actually tell if there's any benefit to headshots against those guys. The boss we fought earlier, he definitely had a weak spot, and it was his head. But with these dudes, it seems like it all does about the same amount of damage regardless. This game has a lot. It does, Whale. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. You were probably part of that conversation. This game has some of that kind of Disney polish, that kind of Disney shine to it. And obviously this is not a Disney thing, but like that kind of high budget, really like mass appeal quips, and like as like I don't know, a certain kind of polished writing style for dialogue like that, where yeah, it's very. Oh, you got a shield? I think you're so cool. Yo, I can just do this. Fucking get fucked, idiot. Oh wait, I want this one. I can get in close and then booty blast your ass. But gonna have that. Some kind of like grenade launcher thing would be kind of nice right around here. Got little backflips, that's cool. You also got little shut up. This is what I say to that. And shield is really powerful. Shield and then getting in close to the shotgun is a good combo. But no, I'm definitely feeling some of that in this game too. It's kind of what Whale was describing, that kind of Marvel-esque, like, clever quips and just fun little like, the always saying, like, the right kind of clever little thing, the right little one-line at the right moment. I don't dislike it, but it is a little bit jarring, and it's like, that's not how people talk in real life. Not everyone is that clever and that quippy. So it does get a little much at times. Didn't quite save that guy. Yeah, everybody's got to be snarky. Yeah, it's like it's not a bad thing on its own, but it does get a little bit grating when every protagonist or every like major character seems to have either that kind of quality, or you're like saddled with the sidekick that has that kind of thing too. Here we go. Oh, do I no, I don't shoot it. There you go. Green essence. I'm guessing that's what you use to like build or upgrade your gauntlets, that kind of thing. But yeah, so character model and voice. That's actually pretty sick then. I mean, there's clearly a lot of big guy. Actually, yeah, let's go for this thing. All right, my dodge is not charged yet. Oh, that's cool. I was not expecting like slow motion. Good to know. So if you block a badass melee move like that, oh god, his shit's like physicsing all over the place. But yeah, you get to like block a little slow motion move. That's pretty cool. Ascension. I'm guessing we'll probably learn a bit more about that soon. That thing open. Gold and the green essence. Alright, so that's like something big is gonna happen there. Probably need a healing crystal, yeah. Alright, everything else has been acquired. And Merry Christmas to you as well, Meerkat. Good to see you, buddy. Arcanum by defeating the bad guys. The bar is full. Those ascensions that we saw earlier, that's how you buy new talents. Oh! There's a little talent tree of sorts. So yeah, it's at Ascension 1. So as you can imagine, we can power up various kinds of magic schools. And unlock some other nifty things. I can't see what they are. Like, I can't see, like, what the nodules are. Yeah, motion capture, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably quite a bit of motion capture just with the way things are animated. It's pretty high quality. Yeah, it's easier to match. Yeah, it's way easier to match that way, honestly. Dick Nips and Nipple Dicks. Appreciate you guys. And yes, Merry Christmas, by the way. Those of us in the Central and East Coast are lounging in Christmas times. And Mountain Time, you're like coming in hot in 24 minutes. So, I like the shotgun. The green one's probably like a little bit easier to use when you're like in close range. But I like the shotgun. The blue, of course, is like the safe one. I kind of want to fuck with the shotgun more. Acquire a talent. Decrease the reload time of all of the red stuff. Or increase the damage. So more damage. Okay, that's actually kind of nice. You can just kind of zoom in. So either more damage or better reload time. Critical hit damage. It's probably a critical hit chance as well. Cooldown of Lash. So Lash... Oh, and there's probably the shield thing up here. That's the homing... No, that's... Wait, homing strikes. Oh, Shatter. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's actually really cool. Oh, and you can kind of look ahead to see what the other thingies are. So this is an ability we don't have yet. This menu is like surprisingly detailed, which I do appreciate. She was in Boondocks? That's cool. There's the one episode. Do you guys remember the episode in the second? I think it's... No, it was the first season. No, it was the second season. With... What do they call her? Crazy Ninja Wolf Bitch. It's the episode with the Crazy Ninja Wolf Bitch, which it's what they keep calling her. And there's the part where they're talking about, oh yes, it's basically Mortal Kombat. It's Mortal Kombat. They call it the Kumite. And every time they reference the Kumite, you hear like kung fu movie whatcha noises in the background. Anyway, that episode, the lady that played that voice actress, what am I saying? The voice actress that played that lady was the same lady that did Lana's voice in Archer, which Gracie and I have also been watching. So with the whole episode, we were like, man, this voice is familiar. Where have I heard this voice? And at some point, it finally dawned on both of us. Regenerate 1 segment of Fury mana. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. All green sigil strikes. Okay, so damage or reload time, specifically for the red ones. I do like the red damage. I do like that. But I don't know. This would actually be nice for those kind of boss battle situations. Let's regenerate 1 segment of Fury mana. That one does sound nice. If I'm using a fuck ton of the mana, it does sound nice. I think I'll do this one for first, at least. But more dammy dams. Firing rate doesn't sound bad either. Good shit. Yeah, it's a 3D menu. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a nice little detail. There's shadows. It's not much, obviously. It's nothing crazy fancy, but it's a nice detail that I do appreciate. Bit extra time and attention went into that, which I think is nice. Gonna see if I can like upgrade anything right now, but no, not in this menu. Aisha Tyler, right? Yes, that's the one. She's really good. I think she's a good voice actress. Ooh, red. Oh, never mind. I thought that was like a fancy thing. I saw red and I got excited. I'm like a bull in a china shop right now. Uncle, yes, I remember that. Uncle Ruckus trying to propose to her. Yeah.
We go.
Oh, you're right. He's just Oh, here we go. I thought just some unseen force got his ass. Dragons. But wrong button. An achievement for killing 100 bad guys. Just say, I don't know if I can do much to block that.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, indeed. Uncle Ruckus compilation. That would be a little bit spicy. I would probably play it safe. I mean, if it's on YouTube, it's probably okay, but I would probably play it safe. I do like that show a lot. It is very fun. Despite some aspects that maybe haven't aged the bestest. If you could just shield the ground, hell yeah. You can just shield out of fall damage.
Great. Where the hell am I?
Oh, we fucking... Oh, did we die and go to heaven? Are we in the afterlife right now?
Report in.
I'm okay. I made the thing mad and it dropped me. Think it's heading back your way.
Yeah, Archer is a very fun show.
Now.
We're up to like season 7, I think.
Reaching the east battlement.
On it, sir.
Or maybe season 6.
Just let me get my bearings.
You want to make selection today? You better find them fast.
This. Can I use it? Oh, it's a treasure chest. I thought it was like some other portal thingy. Like this. Ooh, I can dispel that now. And I get the the red essence. Yes. So now we can actually kill these things. We couldn't earlier. You could probably watch it once. Well, but would the channel persist afterwards? That's where it's tricky. I mean, it would probably be okay. It'd be one thing if it was like a lot of people were watching, like a lot of people. Then there's like the greater likelihood of somebody getting the wrong idea and reporting it. But now I'd probably play it safe though. Play it safe and hold off. Look at this. Can't punch it open. Can't jump over it. Those little, like, nature-y portal things. The Ythium Ruins. No, Yelthium. Yelthium Ruins. Yelth? Isn't that website where you can look up how good restaurants are? Yelthium? Surprising fire! Yeah, exactly. Chris Parnell is, yeah, very, very fun. That's such a cool show, man. I love it. To be honest, we actually haven't watched it in, like, a month. Because we've been watching other stuff. We've been, like I said, going hard on Boondocks and a few other things. So we need to circle back around and continue with more Archer. Because we have, like, 6 or 7 seasons left. It blew my mind that the show had been going on for that long. Because at one point, we were, like, a couple seasons in. And I was like, how many seasons are there? Because I remember watching it in college and I loved it. I looked it up. I was like, there's, like, 14 fucking seasons. Good lord. Because I was just assumed that, like, oh, after a while, they probably stopped making them. But nope, show's still popping the fuck off, man. Or show has been popping the fuck off. Because yeah, Jessica Walter passed away. I don't know if the show is done because of that. Like, because that's a hard role to replace. Like that should open. A new ring. A new ringy-ding-ding. There's a shark game called Maneater. Yes. Yeah, there's a shark game called Maneater. There's another one that my friends and I played that is a multiplayer, like asynchronous multiplayer. Where like 3 or 4 people play as sharks. I'm sorry, play as humans, like divers, trying to collect treasure, and then 1 or 2 play as sharks that have to get the divers. They are okay. The show is done. Okay. Yeah, it was not clear to me because the last season, the most recent season, was not that long ago. It didn't come out that long ago. Blue Strike Bolt or Shrike Bolt is like a David Ryder name. Yes, it absolutely is, or it sounds like it. But yeah, Jessica Walter. Yeah, great voice actress. Her role in that show is fantastic. She was the same lady as Arrested Development. She was like the weird mom. Here's $20. Go see a Star War. Shatter Ring. Shatter damage. That's the earthquake ability. It's nice that they did honor her though. Lucille Bluth but meaner, yeah. And she did it really well. I mean, the writing, of course, is a big part of that, but still, she did a very good job. Her role was just very iconic. It is sad that she passed. I don't know how old she was. I mean, I get she was not a young person, obviously. But when she did pass, I don't know if it was, you know, from something sudden or unexpected, or if she was just, you know, getting up there. But it is still sad no matter how you slice it. Little pretty blue flowers. It's a very pretty game. Ooh. And, although it's the weird like ethereal effects of the, what do they call them, the whatever these things are called, whatever they're all, the line, the something lines, I don't know, it kind of stands out a little bit. It's a weirdly not that smooth animation, so it juts out a little bit more than I would expect it to. But otherwise, it's a pretty game. 80 years old. That's a pretty good run.
What are they doing out here?
80 is a pretty good run. Like, it's still sad, but not tragic, you know. It's still a bummer. Oh, you're still alive. I thought I killed you. Kind of curious how much melee damage does in this game. As I mean, we have so many cool spells, some of which are really good in close range. So now I wonder, like, ooh, yeah, how much better would it be to just fucking deck them in the face? Ley lines, thank you, Wiggle Wiggles. The ley lines. We're getting laid on the laid lines, hell yeah. It's been about 3 years since she passed. It's been that long? Wow. You know what? That does sound about right, honestly. Your dad was 77? Well, yeah, man. It's still sad, man. It's still sad. I mean, and 77, I don't know. Like, for me, like, anytime before 80 just does feel a little bit early, you know? I mean, I recognize, you know, nothing's guaranteed, right? You know, every day is a gift, and et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, anything before 80 does feel, it's like, oh, come on, man. Feels a little unfair. I want to go in for the shotgun, because the shotgun's my favorite. Although this one's pretty cool, too, though. There's more shit, like, popping off back there, I think. If nothing else, I can just use actual cover. I know, so when you have the shield out, of course, your movement is slowed quite a bit. It seems to recharge pretty quickly. This fucking dude. Doesn't damage shields as well as I thought it would. Now that is this one, yeah. Yeah, it seems like the blue one's the best for damaging shields. Can I just shoot through here? Oh my god, that's so cheesy. Now they, of course, can shoot me too through there, but still, that's delightful. Actually, yeah, I think there is kind of a headshot, because it does that little crosshair thing. So yeah, there is, like, critical damage for headshots. So critical damage is not like a percentage-based thing. It's a, can you land a headshot and be a pro gamer? We gotta finish him with the fucking shotgun. We gotta. Get blasted, idiot. Although I was saying I do still want to try the punch, the melee attack. Punch in the face. 77's the average. I guess it is. Is it? I guess I can't remember. I know it's a little bit lower for men than it is for women. In the US, at least. Today was 3 months, Will? Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's... I mean, I know you're saying, like, already... It's the holidays and, like, Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's. So much of it is like, oh, let's do family gatherings. Let's open presents. You know, there's all these, this, like, family focus. So, like, already, I know that shit is, like, constantly in your face, Whale. And on top of that, like you said, we're at the 3-month mark. It's a raw fucking deal, man. It's a raw, shitty fucking deal. And it's awful. That's awful, man. Yeah, sorry to hear that, bud. 3 months. Yeah. And, like... You know, after a while, okay, we'll hit the 4-month mark. It's like, you know, those kinds of milestones will keep coming, but... The good news is the holidays will eventually be done with, so it's like, alright, we can... we can find other things to to be stressed about. So it's like, well, it's something, I guess. That's the main path, by the way. I want to keep going this way. But at least with the holidays, they'll be done. They'll be done sooner than later. After tomorrow, I guess that's a nice thing. Once Christmas is done, New Year's is more focused on like new beginnings and less like family stuff. Usually, it's more about like hanging out with the friends and getting a little bit turned, getting a little bit drunk. So at least like New Year's isn't quite as like mushy and family-y. There's gonna be more stuff and a shiny up here. 76, yeah. Yeah, to me that doesn't feel, it's like that feels like a bit of a still feels a little bit early, honestly. I mean, granted, Gracie, you know, her dad was like, I think 64. And his was cancer, of course. Cancer plus COVID, which, you know, is a rough one. And the real sad one is her mom. I think her mom was in her 50s when she passed. So, you know, there's, you know, at the end of the day, you know, there's the people that really got screwed over. There's people that get it in their 40s or 30s. So, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I understand that, you know, every day is a gift. You know, nothing is guaranteed, and we should be grateful for what we have. But still, it also hurts. It also hurts when, yeah, someone in their 70s gets got. Like, it still sucks, no matter how you slice it. It's like, yes, the statistics can say one thing, but it's still a hard fucking pill, man. Etched bracer. We saw like stuff in the background in one of those earlier areas. We saw like treasure chests floating in the ether. Maybe not floating, but in faraway pillars and faraway platforms. So I suspect there's probably some like really far out stuff that we'll eventually be able to find. That is. This one is red, but this one's green. Blink charges versus armor. So it's less armor, but more blink charges. I do like that charge or that dodge ability. So do I want more defense always with this guy, or do I want, excuse me, better dodge ability? I think I like more dodge ability. Yeah, worldwide is closer to 70, but yeah, North America. Yeah, that makes sense. And a bunch of health stuff, yeah. And I recognize that, like, when it's like... And I remember, I think at one point you'd mentioned a couple times, like, yeah, Dad's not doing so great. Had a couple health things come up recently. Like, I know you'd mention every once in a while. And I recognize that there's, like, at least some aspect of, like, well, you know, we knew this would happen eventually. Still doesn't make it hurt less. You know, it's like all the like mental preparation in the world. Just like it's still, you know, it still fucking hits like a ton of bricks. I think my mom said it best, where it's like it feels like there's never enough time. It's like all the time we had with that person or that friend or sorry, that was really loud on my end. All that time we had with that person or that friend or that pet or what have you. Whenever someone passes, it's never, it's like I wish there was more time. Like I always wish there was more. It's never enough. It's never enough time. It's always gonna suck. Yeah, exactly. It's always a blindside. Yeah, exactly. Well, we got Lizzie, by the way. Yo, Lizzie, Merry Christmas, my friend. Thank you for that raid. Thank you for the Christmas present of raiding in me. Very generous of you. I'm wearing traditional Christmas garb, as you can see. Wearing our traditional Christmas garb. I think this is what the three wise men wore back in the days. We got the clock medallion, Flavor Flav style. We got the helmet. We got the Hobbit cloak. Earlier I had the sunglasses on, but I took it off because like we were playing in like a dark segment of the game that was like kind of made it hard to see. So yeah, stereotypical, traditional, biblically accurate Christmas garb. So yeah, happy birthday, Jesus. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you for that raid. It's good to see you, bud. Hold on. Were you doing Mortal Kombat? You were doing Persona 4. Nice. How you digging it, by the way? How you digging it? Let's get back to the game. We're playing Immortals of Aveum. Cool little, what would I call this? It's like, it's weird because the tags for this game didn't really call it an RPG. It's kind of an RPG. There's equipment. There's, like, leveling up your health. There's, like, you don't really get experience. Well, you do get experience. What am I saying? You do get experience because you have this talent tree. So yeah, it's kind of an action RPG, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm liking it a lot so far. But thank you, Lizzie. It's good to see you, bud. Looking at the same manicure. Yeah, like running over the same, like, glowy thing that I wasn't paying attention enough to notice. We powered up the green fellow last time, but wait. Oh, it was because I was seeing the bar fill up. I thought it meant that the bar was full. We still got more More stuff to kill. So yeah, there's kind of experience which you use to fill out your your little level up screen as you get those little gem nuggets, those little level up nuggets.
Grenadiers.
Something is causing the battle music to happen. These guys are green. I wonder if they take more damage to red. What if it's like Pokemon? Or maybe they take more damage to green. Oh, when you dodge, it lowers your shield. Good to know. Grenadier. Oh, do they throw grenades? I wonder. Oh, wrong button. Journal. They throw grenades. They have staves and magical explosive attacks. Sure enough. Sure a goddamn enough. Yeah, gotta alter your nativity scenes accordingly, Meerkat. Some Persona 4, that's awesome. And some Mortal Kombat. Yeah, when I think of the Lizzie streams, I think of the Mortal Kombat shenanigans. By the way, Lizzie, you know how this works. Whenever somebody raids, I always like to ask if you have any clips to share. If you got any clippies, you're welcome to share them. I know last time you had that one where you were facing off against Homelander, or maybe you were playing as Homelander, and he had that very accursed victory screen that made everybody die inside. And that was a fun one. So if you have anything fun or terrible or cringe or all the above, you can post that shit in the chat. We can all look at it. We can gaze upon your works, ye mighty and despair. We have that to look forward to. We are playing a fun little game. Do I shoot? Oh, you shoot this guy. There we go. So whenever you see a locked door like that, look for another blue crystal like that to enable it. It's the type of attacks they do, yeah. So maybe not necessarily what they're vulnerable to, but just what to expect. And maybe that's like an indication of what's to come. If they have a grenade ability that is green, maybe we'll eventually get a grenade ability that is also green. Yeah, sure enough, there it is. They're launching explodies. Ooh, they're pretty hard to hit from here. It's shotgun. Oh, big guy, big man. This is a bit of an odd place to fight this fella. So I got that slow motion, but I'm not doing quite as much damage as I would prefer. So let's run out here. Woo! The reload. I think when they have there's like a shield that they have up sometimes. That guy's out. That guy's probably still on my ass. Oh, that's gonna explode.
Needs power.
Alright, he's out. There's still one more grenade person. Oh, there they are. So yeah, just so I'm clear, if I do grenade shots, it's like pretty normal amount of damage. Yeah, they're not like resisting it necessarily. There probably will be stuff later on where bad guys have like weaknesses to certain kinds of attacks. Just a mana crystal. Like I haven't really been using the mana abilities as much lately. That opens up. Oh, we have to find 3 more to crack that thing open. And what's this? All the maids a milking. That is unfortunately very relevant. Very relevant to the Homelander thing. I regret to inform you that joke is unfortunately very on point. Birds were mine. That's a lot of birds, yeah. Partridges, doves. What else? I think there was like a third kind in there, a third type of some kind. Can I get in there? Let me in. Let me in. Actually, probably if we just open this one. Give me the blue. This is not the main path. This is a bonus path. Well, I guess it could lead to the main path up that way. Oh, come on. Oh, there's a thing. I see it. I got the double jump. What? Excuse me? Are you a bad guy or are you a nice? I'm probably supposed to follow him, but come on. What do I look like? A kind of person that follows, like, main progression, like, indicators? Nah, man. I like to find the extra things and explore around and waste everyone's time. That's way more important. Getting all the little shinies. Alright, so that's the main direction. So, what else, though? There was, like, a big door here. There's, like, a big door there. Maybe we have to go elsewhere. Oh, there's a green one. There we go. There we go. So this is a secret. I thought this was the main path. This is a bonus soda. Bonus path. Is it a new piece of equipment? It's a cinder ring. Full send, full sender. Now, do I have a second ring slot? Yes, yeah, okay. Oh, I see this, yeah. Oh, it's the bracer. That's the one where you have one slot for it. A one slot wonder. Blast Wave is the red one, yeah. So you can have them both. One for each hand, which always bothers me. That's the thing in Diablo and other kinds of games like this where you have 2 ring slots. Bro, you have 8 fingers, 8 like non-thumb fingers. Like, bro, can't you wear more than one ring on each hand? Like, it has to be the ring finger. Come on, bro. Like, yes, I understand you wouldn't want to load up like 12 rings on a single finger. That shit would be just not reasonable. But come on, you can do like I don't know, maybe one on the middle finger. What's a pinky ring? What's a pinky ring? That's fine, right? Seems a little bit arbitrary. But it's because rings in games like this usually give you like crazy good buffs, so I guess it's a balancing thing. Lame. Lame. Oh, is that the other one, Lizzie? the one with the lore accurate maid that had been milked? Well, I guess if she's being milked, then she probably has... Okay. If she's lactating... Okay, now, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Something is milking someone. Something is milking somebody somewhere, somehow. That's like when you say, like, hey, what's bothering you? Hey, man, what's milking you lately? Has something been milking you? You look a little bit bothered. Like, what's eating you? What's milking you? Interchangeable. Fashion is more powerful than magic? I mean... Gotta look fly. You gotta look fly. Who was I watching recently? I was watching somebody play RuneScape. And they were talking about how, like, yeah, Fashionscape becomes the thing in the high levels, where after a certain point, you dispense with, like, what is, like, reasonable to bring into battle versus what displays to other players that you are, like, high level and well trodden in these lands and well experienced. How do you have that? How do you, like, yes, you have your stats, but then how do you have your, like, projected game ability, your projected skills, and that's through Fashionscape. Fashionscape. Meerkat says, I wish someone was milking me. Don't worry, Meerkat, we're not going to save that forever. We would never save that forever. Never, ever in a million years would I do exactly that. In that context, it sounds more like a good... You're not wrong, Iggle Wiggles. You're not wrong. Bothered more like bovined. What's boring you lately? Yeah, I'm feeling really... That's like somebody who doesn't know what it means. And they heard it in like a very kind of far away, like no context kind of thing. And they were like, huh, what's that mean? And they just assumed what it meant. And then, yeah, they're like talking to their homies. It's like, yeah, man, this thing's really boring me right now, man. I'm really feeling bored out by this whole thing. And they're like, bro, do you know what that word means? Did you just say that word not knowing what it means? Got the transmogrification, so it's not an issue. Good point. Good point. So you can, like, deck yourself out, make yourself look real good. Transmog is... Yeah, I guess that's kind of the standard nowadays, where you can see them wearing, like, a t-shirt and jeans, but they've got, like, the ultra spiky purple badass... World of Warcraft armor. But on top of that, they have the t-shirt. T-shirt and jeans. I'm just imagining somebody wearing a full set of that spiky armor, and they put just a white t-shirt over it, and the spikes are like piercing through the shirt. Piercing little holes in it. And the nut button. Speaking of getting milked, we're also getting nutted. We're also nutting. We're milking and we're nutting. It's like a language, but yeah, I mean, somebody could make an assumption about what it means, but it's the internet definition. That's what, you know, kind of rules the roost in that sense. We get a new ability, by the way. That's exciting. This little thingies give us new fun abilities. Meerkat's got a story. Oh boy, this ought to be good. That's how you know it's going to be good. This thing. Voring makes sense in the original Japanese. seduced was and tried using it in a sentence? Oh no. And it was in middle school? Oh no. I could see that being dangerous. And just so we're clear.
I think I have a spell for that.
Don't have a spell for this? Oh. So there's maybe something to like go through these little blue walls. I was thinking maybe there'd be like a switch somewhere. So that's what the shockwave thing does. To little just AoE thingy. Can you like hold it? No. Pretty cool though. Blast wave. Send out a ring of red magic to knock enemies back. Oh, they're gonna get fucking knocked back, alright. Get ready to get knocked back, idiots. It didn't just knock them back, it fucking nuked them. They are not alive anymore. I'm surprised it actually got him from there. Health crystal's full. It's a kind of a shame that you can't do the dodge and shield at the same time, but I kind of get it. Because the whole thing about shielding is that you're supposed to be not very mobile, not very agile. So if you're shielding and dashing around, it kind of gets in the way of that. Although there might be things later on that let us like break that rule. Maybe there's like a power up that lets you dash and shield simultaneously. Wouldn't that be some gamer shit? It's a comeback. Yeah, I think you're right, Ego Wiggles. I wouldn't have been... I'm glad the guy said something. Because in the prologue sequence, the lady would just open them for us. Like, we would just kind of graduate to the next area. She'd open it for us, and we'd just move on. So, seeing that in this context, it's like, okay, the lady's not here. How else do you open this? I could see myself just kind of fucking around and trying to see if there was a door somewhere. So, the fact the guy said, I gotta come back later, that was legit helpful. Because otherwise, I would have been confuzzled. There's the big hand we saw earlier. Oh, I guess my mana is empty. I'll use the juice. Do I have to yank it? Do I have to yank the hand? Your eyes seduced me. Oh my. And then he was probably had that moment he was like, wait, what? You guys know what that means, right? Looking if there's like a spot where I have to kind of focus. Because earlier there was like a little spot where you had to aim at. Maybe not, maybe... Okay, yeah. Because I figured that I have to... Oh, or I can just go this way. I'm such a dumbass. I was like, how do I... Because there was the thing where you could, like, take control of an object and manipulate it towards you. I'm such a dumbass. I'm like, man, how is the thing? Oh, wait, you can just go around. Fucking blind as a bat over here. Just high-five it. Big high-five. Oh, there's the thing. There's the thing. It's super obvious now. Confused, scared, aroused, all the above? Yeah, never got an answer. But once they were informed what the definition was, it changed the outcome of the situation. Everybody learned a valuable lesson that day. Normally the hand does the yanking instead of me having to yank the hand. Yank the hand that feeds. So you aim at it, you focus, and then you say, I could push it back or I could pull it forward. I'm doing the same shape with my hand. Look at that. And then if a bad guy... Oh, there's a timer, by the way. If a bad guy jumps on that hand, can I, like, force it to close up so it fucking crushes them? Like a worm. It's tickety. Oh! Clickety clacks. Is there anything over there? No, there was not. I'm guessing if you're in the grippy, you'll get fucking pulverized to a fine powder. Crushified. And go back that way if you ever so choose, which is nifty. Punch. I've yet to find a use for the green essence, but I'm sure it will come in handy very soon. Just a little smooshing as a treat. Something over there. However, what's up here, I wonder? Whoop, whoop. Oh, okay, you cannot chain the dashes together. That's good to know. If you have 2 charges of the dash, you can't just, like, mash them. Or the blink is what they call it. Actually, yeah, for that matter, why can't I chain them together? Didn't I give myself the thing that lets me do blink twice? Blink charges +1. I assume that meant you would get 2 of them, but maybe not. Maybe it just recharges faster. So you can't just do like dash dash in the midair to complete an otherwise hard to reach jump. Almost getting jorked live on stream. Straight up jorking it, and by it, haha, well, let's just say my gauntlet arm. Is that what we're calling it? Yes, that is what we're calling it. Boop, boop. Dash, there we go. Gotta get the right timing to maximize the horizontal traversal. Have a good night, Whale. Thanks for popping in, buddy. Thanks for hanging with us for a bit, and Merry Christmas to you and yours. What's up to you and the family, buddy? Hope tomorrow's nice and chill. Hope that for all of us. Hope tomorrow's nice and chill for all of us. Does anybody have any like Christmas presents that they're looking forward to gifting to another person? Like, oh man, I can't wait until so and so opens this thing I got them. Because Farsight mentioned like, oh man, I got something good for the kiddos, and he's excited, and I think that's like very sweet. Grace and I were actually talking earlier about like, oh, what was the one Christmas that had the one thing that you'll always remember? And for me, it's a really easy answer, and it's kind of a cheating answer. But of course, it's the easy one. My first video game, obviously. My first video game console was the N64. And I'll remember very clearly, again, my parents have been separated for a long time. So as a kid, we would kind of do a Christmas thing on my dad's side of the family, and then a Christmas gathering on my mom's side of the family. And obviously they had coordinated this well ahead of time, but my mom and my dad had coordinated this ahead of time, but my dad had schemed to get my brother and I a Nintendo 64, our own Nintendo 64s. One for their house, and then one for when I would take mine back home to my mom's place.
We know it's headed in the same direction anyway.
And I remember him the night before. I remember it's the night before we're getting ready for bed. And he dropped like some kind of hint where he was like, it's gonna be a good Christmas. He's like, I'm excited for you guys. Like, I'm excited for it's gonna be. I don't remember his exact words, but I remember him being like, this is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a fun one, guys. And of course, Christmas is always great when you're a kid. When you hear your parents getting psyched like that, it's like, oh shit, what's gonna be? And yeah, opened Christmas presents that morning. We both got our own N64s. Like I said, I could take mine home with me.
This just got very important, sir.
Back to my mom's place. And Blake, my brother Blake, got one on his end as well. I think what happened is I think I opened the wrong box first. We got the coax adapter, the coaxial adapter, so you could plug it in either through the RCA cables, composite cables, or through the coax cable. I know I talked over the whole cutscene, so apologies if the deep lore, you missed out on the deep lore. But yeah, I like the shotgun and shield. It's so fun. It's so bad. I love the shield. Oh god. I love the shield glove. It's so bad. Although for this guy, this is probably the better choice. Wish I had more shots per clip. You run out of the juice so quickly, but still, it gets the job done. Anyway, yeah, I think I opened that first kind of unknowingly, and then I was like, oh, what's this? This is kind of like not understanding what it was. And then my dad was like, oh, wait, open this one next. It'll make a lot more sense. And then yeah, I think by that point I had like a very vague idea of what video games were, which might sound kind of weird, but like I never played a video game before. Before that Christmas, I had never played a video game. And this just doesn't do a ton of damage to the shields. So, like, I knew what a Nintendo 64 was. I'd heard about it. I'd seen the commercials. But I never played one at a friend's house. Like, it was like very much an unfamiliar thing for me. I was like, oh, what, video games? Oh, hell yeah, like that. I've always heard these are great. Holy shit. So, yeah, that was the first time that I ever got to see one with my own eyes and play one. I got Mario 64, and my brother Blake got Star Fox 64. Two incredible bangers of video games. Like, what a great introduction to the world of video games. Motherfucking Mario 64 and Star Fox 64. Hell yeah. It's always a bummer when you hear someone say, like, oh yeah, my first video game was Bubsy. Or, like, I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't shit on Bubsy. That's an easy target, but, like, there were some not great games that came out for the NES, SNES, but Yeah, some fucking solid, like, first gaming experiences that I'll remember forever. I'll always remember that shit. We're jorking the gorkin, that's right. Flogging the hoggin. I'm terrible at gifting presents. It's a thing that takes... I mean, I can't pretend I'm amazing at it, but I like to think I've gotten better at it over the years. It just takes time. It takes time to, like, pick up on things for people, you know, to think of ideas. Sometimes you have to ask for help. Sometimes you have to look around online. Sometimes you have to ask, like a store, like a what's the word for it? I don't know. Someone's working at a store, like a retail store, for help. Like, well, what are your recommendations for this, that kind of thing. But I like to think that I've kind of gotten better over the years, and it's to the point now where every year I usually have like a few things I'm legit excited to gift to people. I actually showed a few of them on stream a few weeks ago. I have since dispensed those gifts to their intended recipients, so I don't have anything really to show as far as like really fun things this time around. Or not right now at least, but I did previously show them on stream. Also, yeah, we cannot vanquish this purple magic. There's like the little purple fellas you can vanquish, but these things are too strong. If we needed something later on, we can come back for to vanquish these things. But no, sometimes I try to avoid gift cards. I really tried hard to avoid gift cards. Although sometimes I have to punt. Sometimes I have to punt and get a gift card, and it's like, that's not my favorite. It's more fun to get something that's a little bit more personalized, but it's still fine. Like, you really can't go wrong with a gift card or cash. No one's gonna be upset about it. No one's gonna be like, a gift card, how dare you? Unless it's like a place that doesn't exist anymore. Hey, bro, I got you a Red Lobster gift card. I got you a Kmart gift card or a Circuit City. It's like, okay, that... Well, actually, no. A Circuit City gift card might be kind of sick just for the novelty on its own, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Generally speaking, it's a safe option. Is it boring? Maybe, but it's not gonna upset anybody. It's still fun. It's still chill. It don't matter. None of this matters. I've explored all the outside areas. An under-the-table handy, Meerkat. You're too kind, Meerkat. It's the same thing as last year, but you know what? That's okay, Meerkat. I'm okay with repeated gifts. Wait, Meerkat, since you gave me one last year, could I re-gift that to someone else? Can I re-gift that to another one of my friends for their birthday? No, Alex, you may not. Aww. Ooh, I was gonna say, I don't know if there's fall damage. It seems like I've so far avoided any fall damage shenanigans, so I don't know if I can just rely on that necessarily. It's still a pretty big fall. Random stuff throughout the year is fun. It is nice, yeah, just kind of random little, just for funsies for no reason kinds of gift situations. Punch. Oh no, give her the exact same, or at least give her a necklace. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't the exact same one, but still, it's like, oh, bro, come on. Come on, bro. That happened with my mom's birthday one year. My mom had indicated to me that she kind of wanted a Fitbit. So I got her a Fitbit for Christmas, or for her birthday. And then she opens my stepdad's gift to her. And wouldn't you know it, he must have also gotten the same hint because he opened a Fitbit. Or she opened a Fitbit from him as well. One for each hand, one for each wrist. So no, we returned one of them, obviously. Like, oh shit, I guess we should have coordinated. Didn't think about that detail. It's a cool little area, little like underground fungal cavern, maybe not fungal, but bioluminescent cavern. What's up, Ace? You played through this as well? Ace has a very uncanny ability to have very identical tastes to me, gaming tastes to me. At least when it comes to like first-person games. Ace plays a lot of the same kind of boomer shooter, retro revival shooter games as I, which is always fun. I wouldn't call this a very boomer-inspired game at all, but it is fun. I am enjoying it. Drawman theme song. It's good to see you, Ace. Good to see you and your correct opinion in video games. And your correct taste in video games. Aunt's birthday, didn't have anything to give her. Because you were 4, right. Gifted her a toy. Oh, that is sweet. 20 years later, she gifted it back. No, that's so sweet. I like that story, Mirka. That's really nice. Yeah, it's like you're a kid. There's no expectations, but it's nice that you're like, I should give her something. I will say it's a little bit weird that she like took it with her. What she should have said was like, "Oh, that's nice, but this is your toy." Unless you were like, "I insist. If you do not take this gift from me, it will bring dishonor to my family, and I will challenge you to Mortal Kombat." Then, all right, fair. Like, you better take my gift, motherfucker. But that is a very wholesome story, Meerkat. Break this one. Break that shit. That's one of them. There's more where that came from. We'll keep our eyes peeled. Not a huge fan of exchanging gifts. To be honest, would it make my life a billion times easier and a billion times more affordable if we just didn't do gift exchanging? Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be sad to not do it. It is a bit of an expectation and a bit of an obligation. So I would not be sad to just not do it anymore. TBH, TBQH. But it's like fun for kids, you know, it's fun for the younger members of our family, obviously. And let's be real, Christmas and the holidays and birthdays and that kind of thing are just more fun when you were a kid. It's just how it is. So that usually gets the majority of our attention. When it comes to gift exchanges, you know, is just having like the kids open fun stuff and just having them get excited. It's just fun. But I'm with you though, Elgal. So yeah, like I think with our family, especially birthdays, as we've all gotten older, it's like it's like a nice chance to get together, maybe go out for dinner or something like that, and just hang out for a bit. But yeah, it's that's the extent of it, and that's more than what any of us ever expect, honestly. So it can get stressful. It can get stressful and expensive, obviously, in some cases. I remember Blackbird. She hasn't popped in as... maybe she's lurked before, but or maybe she's lurked recently. We haven't seen her in a while, but I remember she would say that, like, she would go kind of ham on Christmas, and, like, her parents would get upset. It's like, you don't have to buy all your cousins and nieces and nephews all this stuff, because... it's like, you know, it's like, you should save your money. But she's like, oh, but it's so fun, though, going in on the gift exchange and like, you know, getting just the magic of seeing stuff wrapped up in wrapping paper and just all the, you know, the kind of childlike glee that it can create for some people. So I understand when some people get really into it as well. Double the bitness, twice the fitness. That's right. Dual wielding. Just don't ask for anything, Jin. The problem about not asking for something is that in my family, at least, there are still people that, like, insist on still getting you something. That's where I maintain my Amazon wish list. And I always tell people year after year, I don't need anything. I'm a grown-ass adult. I get myself... I buy myself unnecessary purchases all the goddamn time. I have a stupid backlog of music and movies to watch and books to read. I don't need more. But it's like, if someone insists, if they just insist on getting me something, then I have the wish list, the Amazon wish list that I do maintain, that if I buy something up from it, I'll remove it. I'll add stuff to it every once in a while. So it's like, it makes it easier. It makes it easier for a situation like that where someone, like, feels obligated to get something, but at the same time I'm in my mid-30s. It's like, it's never a thing that is anticipated. Yeah. Don't remember the interaction, but yeah, but 20 years later, she came in clutch. That's really sweet, buddy. Do you think that's our buddy, by the way? She didn't kill us, she just knocked us away. Maybe that's our buddy, and maybe she, like, got turned to the bad side, but maybe she remembers us and is secretly hoping that we'll abscond from the situation. And it's like, yeah, it's like, don't, this isn't your fight. I don't want to have to hurt you. Don't make me kill you, is how I can see that fight going down. I thought, oh, is it stuck on me? Oh, I think it might have been, I was like rolling it around or something. I was like, that's not stuck on me, is it? It's not stuck in my band-aid. Because my band-aid's not stuck on me. Shield, bro. Fringe. What if I could just punch the shield? Let's try, I'm gonna punch the shield. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna approach slowly and just fucking deck his ass. Oh, did it do it? It made him sad. It didn't. Oh, you can just get behind him too. Yeah, so you don't have to break the shield. If you can just navigate behind him, that'll do the job too. Do the trick.
Okay, how do I get out of here?
So there are times where you kind of have to break the shield, but if you can just get behind him and either deck him or fist him or shoot the guy holding it up. That'll work too. 2 terabyte SSD. That would be kind of sweet. If nothing else, you could maybe like find one on discount if those holiday sales going on. So if nothing else, you can maybe find one for yourself if no one else comes in clutch for you. $200. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Especially if you can find like a decent deal. Yeah, still do fun parties, right? Yeah. Mac and cheese party, that's cool. Just for funsies, yeah. 12 boxes of mac and cheese. That's awesome, man. Was that you and your friends? Like you and the homies? It's the atmosphere. This is the atmosphere. It's just the vibe. The vibe of Christmas is pretty cool. Like I try really hard not to be a complete and total Scrooge when it comes to the holidays. Not completely bah humbug it up. I don't like winter weather. I don't like the cold. I'm the fucking mailman from Hey Arnold, where he's like, I hate the rain, I hate the snow, I hate the sleet, and I hate the heat. But boy, I sure do hate the snow. Like, that's how I feel a lot of the times. But the winter holidays are fun. New Year's is fun. Christmas is fun. And yeah, just the vibe, the decorations, the Christmas trees, the pretty lights outside. Whenever we're driving home from, like, whenever I'm driving home from the office, or if we went out to eat somewhere and we're driving through our neighborhood, you see all the pretty lights that people have set up. Like, that's always nice. Always a nice, just little vibe. It's a whole ass mood, as they say. Oh, wrong one. Cycle through all of them. You have to shoot it a bunch. Raise that shit up. Something else we gotta do. I guess they're holding it shut, maybe. Gotta find another way out the temple. Let's just follow the waypoints. Let's go to the second floor. Protagonist looks a little bit like Koala Baritone. You know what? With the swoosh, the hair swoosh, particularly, yes. Like Koala's got like a darker hair color, but the like the general shape, absolutely. Oh, here we get like the big green. Oh, do we get the grenade shot? Or is it a butt plug? Is that Mima's butt plug after all these years? I finally inherited it. Limpets. Tell me about limpets. Me and the homies, that's awesome. Yeah, that sounds really fun, Meerkat. Oh, God says, I am the Scrooge. I am the Scrooge, motherfucker. Yeah, yo, kid, Eggles like, I'm struggling back here, bro. I'm struggling a little bit, man. So I picked up a thing. Did they tell us what the thing is? They told us about limpets. Hold up, maybe there's like a gear thing. It's only the storm shards. Maybe it was just a bunch of the green essence. Oh, here we go. Green vial. Green magic power. So it's a vial. Okay. Yo, that shit is vile. $200 is 2 weeks. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's like that's for some of us. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that we do have to save up for. I do remember the days of being in college and working like part-time jobs, and yeah, that was a disposable income was a fleeting notion. Yeah, not enough to ruin the party, but just not enough, but enough to not want to attend the party, which is honestly valid. I mean, that shit does get exhausting. Let's be real. Like big family gatherings, like I like it. I like these things, but they can also be long in the tooth sometimes. The thing is like still kind of nudging me this way. So it's still kind of like maybe there's like another blue crystal thing. It goes like, time to just unplug the keyboard. I'm giving up, man. I'm giving up, fam. Probably something else somewhere else. Jump back down. Well, no, they have the little indicator thing up there, so they want me up there for something. What if you just gotta go fast? Oh, it's the thing you have to select. Okay. I cast them. Oh, okay. My dumbass, I saw this, I just thought like, oh yeah, it's just more green damage, that kind of thing. It is its own kind of deal. Oh, you cycle through them. So, okay, I see now. You have to cycle through them. So I thought they were, yeah. So limpets and I guess totems. Okay, this is a style of totem. I get it now. So if I shoot this, oh shit! You throw it. Oh, okay. I thought you drank it and it like slowed down time because it looks like a potion. Shit. There we go. So it's just like a little green glob you can throw at things.
She rabbited with some kind.
Can I throw it on a bad guy and have it get stuck to their face and suffocate them and make them die a horrible, slow, and painful death?
Get back to the front as fast
Not so much
as
to
you
ask,
can.
is it?
We've got soldiers pinned down by that Howler near the West Passage gate.
I'm on my way.
Their weapon class in EDF 5? Oh man, I do love me some EDF. I've yet to play 5. Only played 4.1. Is this going to tell me about blue walls I can't open? Explosives you shoot out of a gun and then like detonate on command. That's cool. Limpets make you not limp. I thought limpets would make you limp, or make like you hit somebody in the leg with it and they will limp for a while. It'll give them a limp. It is a flared base. There you go. There you go. Now it's a party. Yeah. Once I got to the door, then I was like, all right, now there's the answer. Limp biscuits. Time to spread your goo. Who up right now spreading the goo? Seems like there's not really a cooldown. Obviously, it has to like tick. Oh, I'm full of shit. There is a cooldown in the bottom left. Yeah, there is a cooldown. There has to like build up the charges. I like the idea of just throwing it on a bad guy. Maybe it slows them down. We know it slows down environmental stuff, and maybe it has a combat function as well. I noticed that too, Iggle Wiggles. Yeah, in fact, even in between the two chat windows I have the combined chat window and then the Twitch chat window on a separate, smaller window, because not everything shows up in the combined chat. Things like channel point redemptions do not show up in the combined chat. So I have both visible, but the combined chat is more prominent. And there are times where the chat colors between the two will not always be the same, and that sometimes throws me. Ooh, do we get a boss battle? I get a boss battle here. A little teleport fella that we can't use yet, some kind of portal. Health crystals. Slow down those tough boys. Little do they know I'm a tough boy too. He's still pretty fast. But it makes them slower. Yeah, slower. His shotgun ability still kind of fucks him up, though. I was saying how the green ability is probably better for those guys, but now I'm not so sure. The way that just kind of melted their penises. Do I have some juice? I have some things I can use. And because I like that red ability so much, I might as well use that shit. Sigil strikes. Erosion. I guess that's like damage over time, probably. Reload time. Oh, not just red, but all sigils. I thought it was just red sigils. But I want more damage. So yes. And then can I also spend for more reload damage or reload time. Better reload time. And then you can do an additional, wait, hold on. Is this both? Oh, I probably should have used this one then. Because that gives you both better damage and decreased reload time. Armor. Red magic power. Corrosive punch. Oh, melee deals damage. Yeah. Oh, it makes him more vulnerable to red damage. That's pretty cool too, honestly. EDF 6, it is out. Yeah, EDF 6 is out. I need to play 5 and 6, goddamn. And there's also like another 1 or 2 spin-off games. A couple spin-off EDF games out there too. And put all stacks. Oh, that's good to know too. Yeah, just fucking load them up with the goo. Goo them up big. It's more multiplayer focused. EDF is a weird one because at least for EDF 4.1, I don't know if this is true for all EDF games, but for the one that I played, which is 4.1, which is on Steam, it's weird that the multiplayer mode is kind of way harder. Kind of. It's kind of way... Oh, invisible walls. It's kind of way harder in multiplayer mode because if somebody gets downed, then you have to, like, sacrifice your health bar. A part of your health bar to heal them, to, like, resurrect them. And you're more vulnerable to damage. So you take a lot more damage and you're more susceptible to damage. So hits do a lot more damage to you. And you have to, like, sacrifice health to res your friends when they get dropped. So there's a lot of things that kind of cut into your ability to stay alive effectively in that game. At least in 4.1. I suspect that's probably similar in the latter games as well. And of course, bad guys do drop health, and that's what you have to kind of subsist on. But still, it feels like when I played multiplayer with the friends back in the day in 4.1, it was easier for me to get got. And for, like, us to get just kind of shreked really bad by the really hard levels, versus if we would just play them in single player and, like, grind up your levels a little bit. Because your level carries over your equipment, your power-ups, your health, your max health abilities, that is. That all carries over between single player and multiplayer. So sometimes we would have to, like, kind of lame, but kind of farm a little bit off stream, or not off stream, but in single player, to, like, be able to take on those harder levels in multiplayer. So it's I mean, it's more fun in multiplayer, no question. It's definitely more fun, but it's an odd mechanic where you find yourself kind of having to do both, honestly. Fire shotgun is awesome. Yeah, I'm guessing there's probably fewer close quarters situations with a shotgun in the later games. Yeah. Yeah, damage scaling, exactly, Meerkat. That's it. That's exactly what we saw as well. I'm assuming that's probably the same for 5 and 6. And I guess that's the weak spot. Oh, there's a... I was gonna say, can I slow him down? So far, just jump. Just jump to get got. Oh. Should probably have done the dodge. Right now it's a bullet hell. Oof. Health close roll indeed, because I'm low. Ouch. Honestly, since we gave this thing a little bit of more juice... Oh god. Oh, I put the shield up, honestly. Since we gave the green guy more juice, I should probably use the green guy in that kind of case too. Fuck, wrong button. I tried to press the shield, but I pressed the wrong button. But since I'm close enough, although it's easier to get those crit shots with this guy. Yeah, dodging is probably the right way for that one, if you've got the ability to dodge, if it's not on cooldown. Yep. Oh, he mixes it up. I respect that he mixed it up. Probably should. Actually, is there a crouch? I guess it's not a crouch button right now. Whoop. Ouch. To say, I'd rather not be that close. Being close would give me the ability to... ouch. Oh, where'd he go? Would give me the ability to use the shotgun. I have a hard time dodging his shit. And I want to dodge my shit. I do like that slow-mo thing, when the shield breaks, but only when it breaks, and now it's on cooldown for a bit, so it's kind of a full commit. Although it recharges pretty quickly, all things considered. Whoop. There we go, yeah, so dodging is the right way for that one. Yeah, like dodging forward's a good way to get rid of that one. So that, yeah, after the first couple rounds, you kind of get the gist. Howler defeated. You got red frag fire. That's just fun to say. Radiant Health Stone, maximum health. There we go. There we go. How do I teabag him? How do I run up and teabag him? To make sure that he's dead. There's just other weapons that do even better with close quarter. That's good to know, actually. I like getting in there.
Sir.
You did well today.
Thank you, sir. But the hand of Sandrak. Any idea what she might have taken from the temple?
I'll look into it.
That's a grenade launcher? Oh,
You're
man.
going to be late. Get to the Palathon. Selection starting soon.
I mean, the Palathon's kind of a hike. Isn't there, like, a field promotion you could do?
Nope.
Come on, you and me, ushering in a new tradition? Battlefield selection. No more long lines, convenient.
Dismissed.
Now that I've also pointed out that our protagonist looks like Koala Baritone. The swoosh and like the beard stubble. And honestly, just kind of the facial structure.
What's that?
I'm seeing it more and more.
That's why I wanted it. Want it. So bad.
If you had some darker hair, the eyebrows, you're absolutely right. If you had darker hair and talked about cum more often, it'd be perfect. Yeah, the scenario that Meerkat just described, right. Yeah, the multiplayer, that health exchange when you're like healing your broskies when they get dropped. Yeah, it is a fun series, but yeah, the multiplayer part is tricky. So yeah, it's just so fun. It's so fun playing those games in multiplayer, but yeah, it's pretty brutal. Let's take a look what we got. Look at our cool toys. So it's not that. Yeah, we got a couple things. I was thinking maybe it would show up here. Is it this thing? No, it's not that thing. Is it under talents, maybe? Keep going. Maybe they'll tell us in a moment here. Because we got some new things. Road to the Palathon. Is that, like, when you try to make a lot of friends, a lot of pals in a very short amount of time? There's like a marathon trying to make some pals. Oh, it was red. For some reason, I thought it was green. New red weapon. There we go. So this one does way more damage. It's crazy slow. But it's like a grenade launcher thing. That's pretty sick. So less of it. Actually, hold on. Okay, so I can't explode my own penis with it. So there's probably still like an up close and personal situation there, but yeah, the fact that it's like a bigger burst. Some Cloud City or shit right there. Captain Selko. I got a cool new toy. I got a cool new grenade launcher toy, and I want to play with it and blow everything up. They should have known better than to give me this toy and not expect me to just fucking launch every dude, friendly or otherwise, into the stratosphere. Oh, that is pretty cool. Was there another thing we got? That cindering already is shattering. We already had that. Yes, I think it was that. Oh, it was the health increase. That was the other thing. Health increase was the second thing. How's about this, friends? It is getting late, and I actually have way to wait till the last minute, Alex. I have a little bit of Christmas present wrapping to do, so I'm gonna go and wrap it up here. Of course, it's pretty late. 1:45 is a respectable ending stream time of the night, so I think we done good. We done good indeed, and yeah, shoutouts to Immortals of Aveum. I do like this. It is fun. Thank you to Iggle Wiggles and to Jen for being here and kind of helping me learn the ropes a little bit. Learn the ropes, learn some of the basics, and kind of fill in some of the blanks when I had a couple questions on things. Don't worry, Alex. There's always more ways to explode your penis. No, this was fun. This was fun. I'm grateful we were able to play this tonight. And I'm grateful to... Oh, we got Kitty Cat. I'm grateful for kitty cats. Grateful to Shana Girl. I don't know if you heard that. When I went to pet her, she went... Made a little kitty cat noise. No, I'm grateful we were able to play this tonight. This is really fun. We got a review key for this game through Lightstream. I'm sorry, yeah, Lightstream and Rainmaker. Rainmaker is more accurately the service that we used, but I think like one of their other products is Lightstream, and I think Lightstream is more popular. But anyway, Rainmaker / Lightstream is how we got our review key for this game, so shoutouts to them for hooking us up. That was really nice. And no, it was fun. It was really fun. I like it a lot. I could see myself returning for a full playthrough. I don't know how long the game is. If it's like crazy long, maybe not the full playthrough, but I would want to play a little bit more. For one thing, to unlock more cool powers, kill more badass, big bad guy things, level up our guy more, and just get more stupid and hilarious, get more overpowered. So yeah, the fact that it's less open worldy, maybe with some backtracking, like we saw the portals, there were some things we couldn't quite reach. So maybe some backtracking, but like that's not honestly a horrible thing. That's, to me, that's less, less of a bad thing and more of a, oh, it's like a Metroidvania. It's not a Metroidvania, but like that's what my brain does. That's what my brain does. Why does it look like the water bottle says smegma on it? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Gonna have to plead the fifth on that one, bro. I don't see it. Definitely don't see it. Santa won't come if you're still awake. That's kind of fucked up, honestly. If that's the way he gets off. He only comes if you're unconscious. Kind of fucked up, honestly. TBH. Kind of cancelable, honestly. Alright, let's go and find a raid target. Thank you for hanging out with us, by the way, guys and gals. Everyone have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. I know for a lot of us, not everybody celebrates Christmas. Not everybody is religious, myself included. It's not like a big thing, obviously, but it is a nice time of the year. Lots of merriment and fun decorations and just good positive cheer, and I don't know, it's just nice. It's just nice. I just think it's neat.